fun begins.
There's always a bigger fish.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Nerd Theory, officially 2023. Thank you guys for riding with us for 2022, and let's make this a great show in this new year. So,
yeah,
Josh has some interesting news for us today regarding Thrawn and Ahsoka. So,
yes, there's more Thrawn and Ahsoka stuff, and then we can get into the bad bitch kind of stuff coming out tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited. 2 episodes tomorrow, right?
2 episodes tomorrow.
Yeah. That will be a dope. So I want to get into this stuff. This is stuff coming from Making Star Wars. It just got dropped today, but I was curious, man, about something, and maybe we can wait until like more people get in or whatever and do a poll. But I have been doing some videos and stuff on the Ahsoka leaks, and I know you and I have been talking about it here as well. And I've been a little bit surprised at the amount of people that are at least vocalizing that they don't like the idea of some of these leaks. They don't like the idea of magic. They don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is this Twitter?
Well, no, it's actually on my comment section for some of my videos. And so I was trying to do I'd love to know from chat if they feel that way or not, because I'm super hyped about it. I know you're super hyped about it. A lot of people in like my community, like the Nerd Avengers, they're super hyped about it. But I'm just curious about like the Star Wars fandom kind of broadly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really cool concept to go into magic. We haven't done that yet. So I don't know why anyone would be against that.
I don't know. I think there's a couple of things going on. I think that they might not like magic versus force, and like the force and magic are different. I mean, you and I both love Clone Wars, and so we've seen a lot of like the Tals and stuff, and so we're like, like it's always been in there, or at least from that point on.
Yeah.
Also, I think when it comes to Thrawn, I think there's a group of fans out there that don't want Thrawn to actually be evil or to have this like undead army. Like this undead army seems to be a sticking point for some people, where they're like, zombie army, like this is a little too much or whatever. But we'll get into a little bit of that in this article. Again, this is on Making Star Wars. So I think the main thing here, I guess I'll just read through the article and then we can talk about the main points. But so he says that sequel trilogy style. And he writes, last year, I wrote about how the production of Star Wars The Mandalorian would incorporate a form of Praetorian guards from Star Wars The Last Jedi into the series. While that production had designs inspired by Episode 8, Star Wars Ahsoka will have designs inspired by Episode 9. In Episode 9, Kylo Ren visited an ape named Ulbrich, who is a blacksmith for the Sith. He monkeys around with the armor and fixes it up. Kylo needs his mask repaired after Snoke made him discard it. In the lore, the mask is repaired using Sarisian iron. Dude, yeah, that monkey was kind of badass, I'm gonna be honest. Sarisian iron. The red iron is used to wield the red cracks of his armor together, giving it that red, veiny aesthetic. Which, on a side note, I did like, but the actual prop looked too clean to me. Like it looked just too much like just his armor with like red things. Like I wish it would have bulged a little bit more and actually like kind of looked like it was put back together. So it says Star Wars Ahsoka will riff on this aesthetic. Most of the stormtroopers have been destroyed, their armor obliterated, much like Kylo's helmet. However, instead of red veins running through the rebuilt armor, these troopers have what is described as golden cracks or yellow veins running through their exterior. The visual used in Episode 9 is based on Kintsugi, a Japanese art which translates to golden journey. This is where you like break things and then you use gold or silver to put them back together like China. And so it like gives it a new look or whatever, right? He goes on to say he doesn't think it's going to be Caesarean, which is the same stuff that Kylo used, as these troopers were reforged by the Night Sisters in the Clone Wars. But the Night Sisters of Dathomir had green magic. These are different Night Sisters from a new place, and perhaps their magic is golden instead of green to match the Kintsugi look. Whatever happened to these troopers, they had their armor cracked like glass, then in an awesome showing of power, put back together like Humpty Dumpty. Did the soldiers under those sets of armors die? Did the Night Sisters resurrect stormtroopers with rebuilt armor? We have seen the Night Sisters resurrect an army of the dead to fight Count Dooku and General Grievous forces. So what will these troopers do? So it's kind of interesting. These troopers will be on the hunt, serving Thrawn but they're under the command of Balin, who's the Jedi that's gone
Right.
rogue that we talked about before,
Yeah.
led into the battle with the red-sabered Shin. So basically, at least initially, they're going to be being used by Shin trying to strike down Ahsoka, right? And the visual just seems really, really cool. And I don't think there's too much else in here, right? This is just like one more little tease. I guess he says the evil adversaries Ahsoka faces off against are going to look cool. Shin in her armor, I'm saying too much, with the battalion of Kintsugi stormtroopers is going to be rad. Seeing these Kintsugi stormtroopers on the Chimera answering to a really tall Thrawn should be aesthetically pleasing. So just kind of like one more dope thing they're throwing into Ahsoka, in my opinion. And this thing that he keeps talking about with the like resurrected army or the reforged army or whatever it seems like what that's going to be is a bunch of stormtroopers that were dead, destroyed, or crushed or something that get brought back by the Night Sisters that are in the New Beyond. And so you'll have like this version of stormtroopers with all these like golden cracks that are maybe like extra hard to kill or something like that too, because they're like resurrected. And you'll have like Shin wearing some kind of dope armor. Like I don't know, it seems like they're doing some really cool stylistic things here. I'm even more excited for it. What do you think?
It could be interesting visually to see an army of, undead stormtroopers that have been welded together sort of with some gold magic and they have gold cracks in them. But I would want something a little more interesting than stormtroopers. I think, mm, what would be really cool is if we get in contact with the Rakata. Maybe there's like they bring back like one or two that have lasted this whole time, and Thrawn is in contact with them, and they're talking about like resurrecting their whole fleet or something, or
Sure.
the Star Forge comes back. I don't know. That could be
Mhm.
cool. But I don't know, an army of undead stormtroopers, yeah, okay. But like, what other powers do they have? Do they just kind of still stuck at shooting, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Like, how
so
how lethal can a army of undead stormtroopers be?
yeah, it is interesting, right? Because like you would think like in a zombie horde situation, each individual zombie is not that good. It's not badass. It's the fact that
No.
you have so many of them. That's like it's a horde of just it overwhelms people. It's like too much, right?
Yeah.
So that would be the whole thing. If this army is like absolutely ridiculously large, right? Which is so weird because what is this army? Because if
Could be.
it's just the stormtroopers that go with Thrawn's fleet out to the New Beyond after Rebels, that doesn't seem like it's enough stormtroopers to be like this massive army, right? So does he have access to other stormtroopers? Is like do they just go there and there's just like all these dead stormtroopers from something else that was going on? I don't know, but I agree. Like if they're just like shooty stormtroopers, they'll look aesthetically cool,
No,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah, they
basically
look
just
cool.
going to be fodder. Like they're going to be fodder for the rebels and for Ahsoka and Ezra, and they're gonna just kind
Why
of
didn't
cut through them.
Palpatine do this for Episode 9? That would have been cooler, I think.
It would have been cooler
Resurrecting
than
all the stormtroopers that died during the Empire.
right. No, yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, episode 9 just very uninspired, right? I
Let's just
mean,
make
like
them red.
just make them red and do this. Dude, do you remember that the Comic-Con that year too, or there was the year before where like the Sith troopers were the biggest deal ever. They broke them at Comic-Con
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was
I
like
remember.
so hyped, and
I
then
remember.
they don't do anything in the movie, right?
Well, because they had a really
Um,
cool allure, and people were like, "These are
mhm.
the Sith troopers." They're like, it was like, "Oh, who's Sith? They're loyal to the Sith or something like that." And it's just like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, so they probably ain't really doing much. But I do love the idea of them working for Shin and this crazy armored red saber wearing Sith with some of the dead troopers, like hunting them down. That could be a really cool, interesting idea. And Thrawn just seems like Thrawn seems incredibly capable and powerful in the show. If he's got this undead army, he's got this Jedi, he's got the help of the Night Sisters, he's got the Jedi's apprentice, he's got those assassin droid things we saw in the Ahsoka episode that are there with Mara, whatever her name was, the lady with the spear, and maybe also has Moff Gideon and other pieces of the Empire working within the galaxy loyal to him as well. That's an incredible threat. Like that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah, maybe the ability to like imbue them with magic makes them a little more powerful, or they have each stormtrooper has the Force or something,
Or they just can't die. Like maybe like you're just shooting the shit out of them and they just keep coming.
But what if you go up to them with a lightsaber and you just hack them away?
That'd probably be the way to do it, right? Like just
like it's like these directors don't really well, I'm not talking about Dave, but it's like sometimes in Star Wars it's literally as easy. I mean, Clone Wars 2002 is probably the best because it actually showed Jedi using their Force powers the way any Jedi could, like crushing them or super speed or
punching the shit out of them,
or as simply as just like throwing your lightsaber and just having it like twirl around and kill everyone. I mean,
true.
What is easier than that?
Yeah, I mean they're completely ridiculously unmatched. The clones obviously are more, capable than the troopers, but even they really pale in comparison to like what a Jedi could be. The reason 66 works is because there's years of the Jedi trusting the clones. Like the Jedi came to trust them, and that's how they were able to have their guard down. And obviously it didn't kill all of them, but yeah, like the Jedi are like really, really freaking capable.
It was just the element of surprise.
That's what for sure. So I wonder though, like these troopers, I would say they obviously have to be more capable than like a regular stormtrooper, depending on what the magic actually does within them. Maybe they're more capable than clone troopers or Mandalorians or Death Troopers, even, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible, but I also just think that the real threat is probably going to be Shin, this Balin character, the Night Sisters themselves, and like Thrawn. Just he'll still have his fleet. He'll have the Chimera, and that poses in a pretty large threat in and of itself. So yeah, I just think this is kind of a cool idea, and Dave's going to shoot it in such a crazy way. You know what I mean? Like I can just imagine what these troopers are going to look like, and it is a really unique thing to Star Wars. It'll probably look radical when you first see them. You know what I mean? And they're like just there, and you're like, what the hell? Like, what's that gold or whatever? And yeah, so I think it'd be cool.
It'd be neat. Yeah. Do we have any other news?
Not really, man. I just think that the big leaks, of course, are that Ahsoka seems to be absolutely incredible. We're about to get Bad Batch. Mando seems like it's going to be dope. I'm surprised we don't know more about Mando at this point. But I think the only other thing is that the David Lindelof Star Wars movie, they're really trying to push that out in 2025, and a lot of signs just point to that being a sequel era movie. And so this is going to be a really weird year where there's a lot of juice for Star Wars, and I'm super excited about a lot of this stuff. But at the same time, I would imagine they have to sort of break the news to the fandom that they're going to make more sequel stuff, right? So I just wonder how this is all
when are they going to do this?
Yeah. I mean,
when's this going to happen? It's not going to be good. Not gonna be good.
I mean, I don't. I wonder what the reaction will be.
Twitter's going to be funny that day.
Yeah, Twitter will be funny for sure, and it'll just be wild, and we'll see like how they go. Like I'm hoping that like maybe they build up so much goodwill with like a lot of these shows and stuff that people are like, well, maybe I'll check it out. But it could honestly be a situation where like they lose a lot of that goodwill and the fan base goes back into disarray.
Yeah.
So we'll just see, man.
We will see. See what happens.
Yeah. But that's kind of it. I mean, not the biggest news. Another just fun thing in the Ahsoka show. I'd love to know what the chat thinks of the Ahsoka leaks just in general. Like, are y'all hyped for that? Or are you not hyped for it? Like, where are you guys at?
Let's see what you guys are saying.
What do you guys think, man?
I mean, there's probably got to be more to it than that. Like, maybe it's that the Sith. What's it? The Shin?
Shin is the character, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, is it a she?
She is the apprentice of Balin. Yeah, and she's going to be the main assassin that's like going after Ahsoka.
Is Balin a dude?
Balin is a dude. Yeah, Balin is They know who the actor is. I think we talked about it a couple of weeks back, but
Yeah.
yeah, good looking bloke. Could just whatever.
Okay, so actually that could be kind of cool. It's like maybe like a Sith, so to speak, leading an army of golden stormtroopers.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of the deal. And
That's kind of dope.
they
It's
all
kind of old
they're
Republic vibe.
all and the thing that's so crazy, they're all subservient to Thrawn, which I don't fully understand. I don't understand like how he's gonna like what does he have to offer the Night Sisters? I don't even understand how he goes from
Maybe the Night Sisters are the good guys. Maybe they work
maybe
with
why are
Ahsoka.
they working? Yeah, nah, bro, I don't think so. Although I think there could be more than one type of Night Sister in the New Beyond because he sort of hinted. I think Jason sort of hinted that the Night Sisters were banished from the New Beyond, and so maybe there's like a light side version of the Night Sisters that just exist in the New Beyond.
Yeah.
And so maybe he strikes up a deal with some outcast Night Sisters or
Yeah, like
yeah,
Marin.
who knows? Yeah. We'll have to
That'd be kinda
see.
neat.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Samuel says, "Today I said goodbye to my first ever dog, Noah, my best friend I had for 9 years. I hope everyone is doing well today." I'm really sorry to hear that, Samuel, and may Noah rest in peace.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's a tough one for sure.
Chat, can we get some hearts?
Get
Hearts for
some
Samuel and Noah.
hearts. That's a tough one, bro.
Can't wait for the vids you got coming out in 2023. I've also decided to start posting stuff to TikTok, and I'm excited for 22. That's awesome, man. Yeah, let me know how the TikTok stuff goes.
Yeah,
Have
for
fun
sure.
with it. And I
That's
hope
the main
everyone's
thing.
excited.
That's the main thing is have fun, bro. What crucial events do you think will happen in the Bad Batch? Yeah, that's a good question, brother. Do you have any hints? Do you have any idea what could happen in Bad Batch?
My main thing about Bad Batch is like I just want to see Cody. I want to see what happens with Crosshair and his bros, and I want to know mainly like what's going on with Order 66. Like, why are some clones rejecting it now
Sure. Yeah.
without getting the chip taken out? Like, is it uh, not as effective anymore? Is it defective? Does it have some sort of like timeout process? What's going on?
Yeah, for sure. I
And then
would
of
love to
course now
see
Tantus.
Omega.
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
dude, the Tantus stuff is hype for sure. I want to see the Tantus stuff. I'm hoping that Omega gets some serious development and maybe we could see a path for her in some other place of canon. Maybe some of the Bad Batch dies, which would be kind of wild. But yeah, I think the main thing for me, Cody, Tantus, is their Thrawn connections, what's going on with Palpatine, that kind of stuff. So
I think we all know Crosshair is probably going to die, or one of them is going to die.
yeah, I would say so. Maybe they'll do the Crosshair Death Trooper start
Like
too.
eventually.
Yeah, Crosshair's so dope, bro.
He is, yeah.
He's the best one. Like, he's awesome. So I hope he doesn't die. I hope they keep it going.
What's up, Zane? We created a legend here. Happy New Year's, boys. Got to start the new year with the first Luke is definitely in Ahsoka 2023. Well, you officially are now. 2023 resolution has to be as consistent as Reva's survival rate. Jokes aside, let's hope 23 is a great Star Wars year. I hope 23 is a
man.
great year for you too, Zane, and everyone else watching.
Same.
You guys have lots of health and happiness and success in all your endeavors.
Hell yeah. And the Star Wars starts slapping. Have you heard if they'll make another season of Book of Boba Fett? If so, would you like to see from it? I think they will. I think they got to go with something crazy though, like Mace or Dengar or something wild. That's what I would want to see.
What's up, Mandalore? I don't know, not sure how I feel about Thrawn supposedly being super evil, like him as an anti-hero, or at least on the super Sherlock Holmes level. That's kind of how he's always been.
Yeah, well,
He's brilliant.
he's brilliant, but he's never been malicious, I think is one of the things, especially in new canon. They go to like Zahn goes to great lengths to explain how Thrawn like legitimately wins the approval of his crew. He's very kind to them. He respects them and stuff like that. But there is some stuff that goes on in Rebels that shows a hinting at him becoming a little bit deranged. And some of this has to do with the fact that he loses essentially to the Bendu, right? Because Thrawn doesn't lose. He doesn't really like to lose. And I think in the Tarkin novel, they give him shit. It's in one of the books. The Emperor and Tarkin give Thrawn shit for the loss that he has with trying to get Kanan and all them with the Bendu. And then in the very last moments of Rebels, Thrawn feels really freaking evil when he's taking Ezra to see Palpatine. And I've always felt like maybe there was this thing going on with Thrawn when he's seeing Palpatine, the power that he has in the dark side, that Thrawn does get a little dark side curious, and he might, be a little more villainous than I think we saw in some of the
I could see
books.
that. I just think he gives Spock a run for his money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you have any Trekkies in here?
Yeah, he's very much like, oh shit, look at that one. He's very much like Sherlock Holmes, which is so wild because he plays Moriarty in the Sherlock Holmes show, and he's gonna be like kind of Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good stuff.
Who do you think is the smartest detective in fiction? I think
Batman.
it's Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright,
It's
alright, cool.
Batman.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright,
it's
we're on the same
Batman.
we're on the same run. Wish they brought in Timothy Zahn to consult for yeah. I don't know why they're not consulting Timothy Zahn. I think it's kind of disrespectful, but
They could be, and he could just be under NDA. Because literally, dude, have you
from
ever
what I
met Zahn?
hear is he wasn't in the beginning.
Yeah, well, he's saying he's not involved, but dude, I met Zahn one time, dude, and I remember asking him and talking to him about the story in the first Thrawn book where he talks about meeting Anakin Skywalker. And I remember just being like, dude, like that's such a cool idea. Are they ever going to let you do something with that? And he goes, no, I mean, probably not. There's no plans, but I would like to do it. I hope so. Literally, like 2 days later, it gets announced that he's writing that book. And I'm like, this motherfucker lied to my face. But you have to, you know what I mean? Like, when you're in that position, I guess you kind of have to. Sup, guys? First super chat. You shall call me Mr. Zach. Okay, Mr.
Hello,
Zach.
Mr. Zach.
Slow your roll there, dude.
Yeah. Damn.
You don't,
Call you
you don't need
Mrs.
to be
Zach.
so aggressive, man.
Oh, you know what? Just for that, you're gonna be known as Mrs. Zach.
Yeah, and Zach instead of Zach.
Mhm.
What's up, guys? What's up, Ralph?
What's up, Ralph?
Hope you're doing well, bro.
What's up, PB&J?
What's up, PBJ?
You're now thinking of what a Wookiee looks like without hair. Have fun with that. Thanks, dude. Why are you thinking about that?
I think it would look like the Grinch.
It would be cool if Goten grew up to look like Ox King.
That would be cool. They are aging up the
the
Z
boys.
fighters. Yeah, in the new stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just ready for them. I'm ready for the next month's issue. I'm tired of this superhero.
The superhero stuff's a little weird, but yeah. Thrawn with no Tim Zahn, 100% disrespectful to him. Dave and Disney clearly don't respect anything they didn't make themselves. I don't know if I'd go that far. And I know that I know that Zahn and Dave talk. So, and it was Dave's idea to consult Timothy for the Rebel stuff. So I don't know, man. I can't imagine that any of this is done out of malice. And I mean, Zahn literally has written 6 novels for them. He's consulted Dave for Rebels. Like, I don't think it's the way you're saying it is, Dark Lord.
Dark Lord, your darkness has infested your mind. Like Josh is saying, a lot of us are hype about the leaks, but I see a lot of people hating on Ahsoka in general, plus the magic stuff, and it really does show how you really are never going to please everyone. Yeah, you're never going to please everyone, but I'm really not. I don't see any hate. I haven't seen anything. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, so that's interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't dare I say it could be a bunch of Andor fans that freaking hate the idea of Star Wars becoming even more fantasy, and maybe because I know there were legitimately some people that just they liked Andor so much that they were like they wished that was what Star Wars was going to be from now on. And like Dave's like, hold my beer, we're gonna do fucking magic, you know what I mean? So it is pretty wild.
Jedi stuff.
Yeah, dude. He's like, oh yeah, you didn't like lightsabers? How you feel about magic wands? Undead armies. It's like,
fucking
whoa.
Voldemort coming back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I get some of it, but I do think like the thing is, and this is like Dave, dude. Dave does do that bold shit. I mean, he literally had them fly away with space whales at the end of Rebels. Do you know how like that could have been clowned on and hated by fans so badly? That is a wild idea. And I remember even watching it being like, I don't know about that, right?
Yeah.
But that's what like Dave has those balls where like he's gonna be like, well, this is the way I feel it happening. What if the Loth Wolves teleport them across the planet? And you're just like, okay, like, all right.
What if we have a portal that goes into every single main event in Star Wars ever, and you can pull shit out of it, and you can go in there and change the complete timeline as we know it? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Dave, like, damn. So I get it. It is weird, but it's kind of up to them to just
What it
pull it
works,
off,
though. It's weird. It can work.
Yeah.
General Matt Wonk says, I'm excited to say I ended 22 as a father of 3. My first baby girl was born December 31st at 1:13 p.m. Cool, man. That's crazy. December 31st, reverse that's 13 and 1:13. Weird.
Yeah.
Congrats.
It's a miracle, baby. Yeah, congratulations.
What's up, Zach?
What up, boys? So excited for Bad Batch. So hyped for Cody. The streams are the highlight of my week. Love you, bros. So excited for Vader Theory.
Yeah, I just had a big meeting today with 2 of the producers. So yeah, a lot of work is being done, and we're on to another step, another phase.
Sick.
How does he have
know,
different accounts, or does he just change the profile picture every time?
No, he just changes the profile picture every time before a super chat. He's figured it out. He gets a lot of mileage out of these, bro. You know what I mean? So he says the magic issue I just view as a different aspect of the Force. Same. I mean, it isn't how it's described in Clone Wars Night Sister arc, so it's not a big deal for me. Yeah,
not a big deal for me either. I think it's pretty cool.
Same. I agree.
Just watched the Kia Patterson version of Obi-Wan. That version saved the show for me. It was a 8 out of 10. Pretty impressive what editing can do. What is this?
Yeah, that's that Kai Patterson cut. We talked about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. 100%.
Theory will definitely be at the show in LA.
Sick.
What show?
You're saying like when you
Premiere?
show Vader. Yeah. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, we talked about that today too. It's cool.
Cool. Nice.
Hey, Josh and Theory, I wanted to get your thoughts on the hypothetical situation of Amazon buying Star Wars. Would it be better? Anyway, stay awesome. I think anything other than Disney owning Star Wars would be better.
Yeah, for sure. It would be really interesting if an acquisition or something like that happened. Like, who would they keep? Who would they move out? Who could move in to do a good job on Star Wars? Yeah, it's really wild times right now, and Amazon's trying to land grab on franchises. So you never know. I think the next couple of years will tell. It's really going to be dependent on how the next movie does. Because if the next movie does poorly, I can see some major changes happening very quickly.
It's going to be a sequel trilogy movie.
It is going to be a sequel trilogy movie. Yeah. Witch Doctor says there's no fixing the sequel trilogy, and I hope they don't attempt to do it in these shows. If they end up leading to the sequels, I'm out. Oh yeah, I mean, from what I understand, Mando 3 and Ahsoka will have sequel trilogy ties, 100%.
That's lame, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, that is a thing.
Yeah,
that is a thing, you know.
John Cross with $10. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Theory. You stated before your headcanon ends with episode 6 because of how Disney has handled Star Wars. What about things you like, though, such as Mando? I asked Josh this question earlier today as well. Yeah, so with things that I like, I keep in there. With things that I think are legit, like Mando, I see as canon. As soon as it starts to tie into the sequel trilogy, I just branch it off into my mind into a different sort of sect, and I'm like, okay, well.
You just go into the world between worlds, and you're like, I take this one.
I'm like, yeah,
you get the fuck out of here.
It's just a Legends kind of thing. But overall, when I really look at it, I see episode 1 to 6 and the Clone Wars as their own independent thing. And I see everything else that was created by Disney to be like what we all thought Legends was back in the day. Like, okay, we got the first 6, and these are just sort of stories. Well, actually, no, not even, because Legends was, a lot of it was stamped by George Lucas, and created under his umbrella and under his authority and supervision. It would have to go across his desk, and he would be like, okay, no, not everything, but a lot. So actually, I can't even say that. I would have to say it's just I have them as 2 separate different things for me. And then the sequel trilogy is like its own thing. It's not even connected to the other Disney stuff that's being made. Like, it's not connected to Kenobi or whatever, which is itself was not what I wanted. But that's just how I see things in my mind. That's all.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's almost become the Dragon Ball effect, where like essentially what they started trying to do was replace the EU with canon because they wanted to like do an extra value proposition on all their books, novels, games, etc. But now people like they've literally split the fandom so much that it's kind of like Dragon Ball, where people just pick and choose the canon they like and kind of fill in the gaps for themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. Like, and honestly, Star Wars should just do more Legend stuff, anyways. But for me, like, I don't actually like, even though I really think the sequels were bad, I don't hate them. I think as much as you do, and I also don't like the story. I can differentiate the story and the events from like the movies because the movies are really bad, and I don't see myself anytime soon enjoying watching the movies. But like in my mind, I can kind of make sense of like, well, Luke went on to create this crazy Jedi Order. At one point, he like has a depressive episode. There's this girl Rey who's related to Palpatine somehow. Her and the nephew of Luke, are a dyad. Palpatine, whatever. They're dead. Kylo's dead. Luke's dead. Rey's a Skywalker. That last part's kind of tough, the Skywalker part, right? But other than that, I'm just like, yeah, that was just a bad year. Because it's like, it's all just 1 year in the timeline, like the entire sequel trilogy. So
interesting.
Looking forward to that next movie.
The next year.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so I don't see it like that. Like when I see Luke looking out to the tree and seeing, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda, I don't think, shit, the Emperor's coming back. Luke's gonna, become an absolute bitch and like change his entire way of being who he is and abandon his sister and try to kill his nephew and all. Like, I don't see that. I'm just like, okay, well, this is where the story ends. This is beautiful, great. That's it.
And I think it's a perfect ending. Like, Return is a perfect ending. By the way, should we bring Liam in? I guess people in chat were saying they wanted to see him or whatever.
Who? Oh,
The
yeah,
little
of
baby?
course. Yeah, sure.
Bring him in for New Year.
Clone Wars game with the style and play like Fallen Order as Quinlan apprentice, maybe. Some detective work, some front line also. Love you guys. We love you too. I think Quinlan Voss would be a really interesting character to bring in. The fact that they haven't touched on him more is, I was glad to hear them mention him in Obi-Wan.
I know, but why did they mention him?
And then, no, maybe to like set it up. There he is.
What's up? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Say hi, Theory. Can you say that?
Say hi, chat.
Are you trying to break my microphone? You're trying to break my microphone right now?
He's mesmerized.
He is. He's actually looking at my Twitter.
Oh, no.
Hi. Yeah, I know, right? You're starting early. Hi. Say hi. Do you see him? Do you see him over here?
Dude, he's so cute.
Isn't he? He's getting so big, dude.
He is, yeah. He's not like a little lump anymore.
No, he's not. He's active. He's in the
he's
in the phase of like really wanting attention and stuff too. So like I'll try to read a comic and he'll be like, I don't want you to do that. I want to put that in my mouth. So he tries to like grab my stuff.
Dude, I miss being a child.
I know, right?
Everything's so easy.
I know. You want to say hi to everybody? All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go back, okay?
You just leave him. We can do the show with him on your lap.
I know, but it's a little distracting. Plus, he'll start going crazy soon. He'll start going crazy. All right. He likes the Ahsoka leaks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was telling me. He's like, I think it's a really bold idea.
Yeah, well, you know what, Josh? Ryan Johnson would call him a man baby.
That's true. Or just a baby.
Oh, man. What's up, Austin? Ether and Josh, love all that you do. Keep it up. May the force be with you. Why do you think they haven't done more with the Old Republic outside of the games? That's a good question. Why do you think Reva survived being stabbed twice? I will never let that down, ever.
Yeah, it's stupid. So it's the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why they haven't tapped into that. It almost feels like, and look at how long it took them to like do more Ahsoka stuff. I remember being at a Comic-Con like 8 years ago, and they asked the audience, they're like, what character should we do a series about? Everyone's like, Ahsoka. It's like, it took them that long to figure it out. So
I know.
Darth Sibs says, thanks for the content, guys. Keep it up. Been watching since last year, and you both inspired me and my younger sisters to make a Star Wars YouTube channel together. It'll be a fun year. That sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah. Best of luck with it.
Family channel. It sounds cool. To an epic 2023. Proud of what you boys are doing. Thank you, Otter the Wise. That's very kind. What's he doing? Playing piano?
Thank you, Alta. Also, my first kid will be born this month. We decided to name him Luke. Any advice, Josh?
Just try to be there as much as you can for your wife and or baby mama. And yeah, I mean, the one thing that I always say, just whenever I get asked this question, is that like the thing that was weird to me was like when the baby first comes home, maybe you have this idea or expectation that you're gonna feel all this like immense love and connection with the baby, but for dads, that really doesn't happen right away usually because it's like the mom just has that connection, the baby doesn't do anything. So it's not gonna be until the baby gets a little bit older and starts smiling at you, and you can actually like build that kind of a bond. So don't feel weird if you feel like you don't if you're not like feeling the same love that your wife is. That's natural. It's fine. Dads are just different, and kids with dads is different. So that's what I would say. Which some people gave me that advice going into it, and it was really helpful. So
Theory: sleep and eat in my hoodie before you ship it. That'll cost you extra. You only work out,
yeah.
that'll cost you a lot more too.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm skeptical of how they'll make live action Thrawn after their look of GI in Kenobi. Makes me wonder how they'll depict Thrawn.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, but Thrawn doesn't have like a oblong head, so
yeah, and it's Dave. I wonder. I would love to I want to ask Dave off the record and just be like, dude, just tell me the honest truth, man. How pissed were you when you saw that Uncle Fester looking whack version of your character? Like, just tell me. I won't repeat it. Just tell me privately. Because it was bad. If Qui-Gon lived, I think eventually he would have become Palpatine's Vader. Qui-Gon would have kidnapped Luke. Anakin would have to defeat Qui-Gon, Luke, and Palps. I don't think so. I think Qui-Gon would have kept on the light side. I think he represented a path for the Jedi that fully embraced love and emotion, a lot like what Luke does in like the expanded universe stuff, where he comes to realize that like love, connection, family, all these things are actually important. He wants to like kind of change the Jedi Order. I don't think that Qui-Gon would have fallen to the dark side.
Never.
Never.
Keep up the good work, y'all. Been watching for a few years now, but do you think there will be a reference to Darth Nihilus or Darth Bane in the Acolyte series? Bane would be cool. I could see Bane being a reference for sure.
Yeah. I say go hard with the Sith, It'd be really wild if there was like, acolytes that were kind of always keeping track of the Sith, because like it feels like this sort of lost history. But like maybe there is a group of people out there that just have it all established. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, J Coda says, strange take about Qui-Gon, but I do think that would be an interesting what if. It would be an interesting what if, but there was this line that Qui-Gon said. He says, I don't turn towards the light because it's the right way or something like that. I turn towards the light because it's the light.
Because it's the light, yeah. Yeah, I love that line. That's in Master and Apprentice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, I don't turn to the light because it's the right thing to do. I turn to the light because it's the light. I was like, damn. Damn. Pretty cool.
I don't want any Star Wars adding magic zombies at all. I hate creepy stuff, and Star Wars live action is something that actually doesn't have it. Keep Thrawn strategic.
Well, I think Thrawn's always been a person, especially in Heir of the Empire, that understands leveraging the Force. I mean, he recruits Sabayoth pretty specifically. He also picks the Salamari up before he goes to the vault and finds Sabayoth. So, like, Thrawn's always understood the power of the Force and leveraging that in the strategic sense. If he goes into this place where there's all this magic and craziness, like his strategic mind would obviously see how to be able to use that for his advantage. I do get what Isaac is saying. I wonder if there's more people that feel that way. I personally think it's going to be okay though. But yeah.
What's up, boys? What's up, fat naked Jimmy Neutron? Happy New Year. Hope you are all doing well, and hope the kid is doing well, Josh. Also looking forward to Watch Parties Theory. Me too, man. Yeah, Watch Parties tomorrow night, guys. 11:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll basically be having watch parties starting tomorrow, all the way until end of April.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild.
Long
That's
time.
gonna be like a marathon for sure.
Yeah, that's the longest watch
And you're
party
gonna
I've
do
ever.
Survivor streams too. Did I Survivor?
And Survivor streams, and I'll be doing more like just fun streams, like gaming streams, just hanging out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. MK Matt says, "How do you think Luke plays into this whole Thrawn slash New Beyond threat? Happy New Year's." I don't see
Happy
how
New Year.
they beat all of Thrawn, like all the stuff that Thrawn has. I don't see how they beat that without Luke. So it really does seem like they're going to have to get Luke and some other people, and together maybe they could stop him.
Yeah, I guess so. What's up, Isaac? Boys, hope you all are well. So hyped for Bad Batch 2 tomorrow. My TikTok went viral. It's at 1.3 million views. Crazy. Jesus, there's so much hate. I can't stop reading it. How do you guys not take it personally? Because it can hurt.
Are you talking about
Oh,
the clip from Nerd Theory?
is that what he got
I
hate on?
think
Why were
maybe
you
the
hating on that?
one where he got the PlayStation from you or whatever, and he's
Really? On
saying like there's all
TikTok?
this hate. Yeah, maybe that's what he's
No
talking about.
way.
Is that what you're talking about, Isaac? Just let us know in the chat.
Let me check
Um,
this.
I don't know, man. I think there's a couple of things. Like, first of all, I will say, like, you try to just let it roll off, but also you're human, right? So, like, some of the stuff's gonna affect you. My thing has always been I try to understand the perspective of the other person, and I really like to shit post and rile people up. And so sometimes like I'm not even trying to be malicious. I'm just like
Oh
trying to
no,
say
it's
some wild shit. It's a different one.
yeah, it's just a Happy New Year. I don't know.
Oh, midnight Anakin saying this is where the fun begins. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy. So you
Why
had a
would that
viral
get
tick.
hate?
Yeah, why would that get hate, dude? Yeah, I think the best thing that you can do is just try to keep it in perspective and just understand that like a lot of these people that are shitting on you or whatever, they're probably not in a good place. I think sometimes that like to be a hater, especially if you're like a serial hater and you go around to like lurk on people's channels or like remember how Melvin said there were some people that like just kept coming back to his stuff, like as soon as it posts, they're like trying to shit on him in the comics or whatever. It's just like nobody that's doing stuff like that is A, chasing a big dream or goal, or B, like succeeding at life. Like I feel like a lot of that shit comes from people that are not. You should, instead of
Oh
being
no,
angry
it's
at them,
just
like be
no, it's just little comments like um stuff you and I wouldn't even. But I mean, he's 15, so like someone said, bro, rather spend New Year's in his room watching Star Wars than partying.
mm, it's just like little shit like that.
Yeah.
But like here's the thing, Isaac. These people are just trying to get like updids or like trying to get noticed. It's internet thunderdome. So they're on social media and they're just trying to do like a Reddit take, some shit that gets upvoted. Like that's all it is. It's just like just trying to be shitty or clever or witty for the sake of it. You know what I mean?
I got you, Isaac. I replied to him. Don't worry. Don't worry. He spelt then wrong.
Oh, nice.
I did one of those asshole posts where I'm like, it's then.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
Boom. Boom. Get him.
Yeah. Don't worry about Isaac. I mean, I don't really know if there's any like content creator that gets as much flack as I do. I mean, I'm sure there might be, but not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Regarding like any little thing I'll say will be blown out of proportion or twisted. You just kind of have to accept that not everyone on this earth is going to like you, and it's not your mission to be liked by everyone. It's your mission to just be you. And the people who recognize that you're just being you and you're not trying to fit into some sort of box will like you. And if they don't, or if they one day come to not like you, or if the people who don't like you come to one day like you, then cool. It's all groovy, man. You can't worry about what people say about you. You just have to be you and never conform, never change your way just to fit in or not be picked on. Just
True.
continue your path, and that's really all that matters. Everything else will fall into place, and the people who want to be around you will be around you, and those are the people that matter. The other ones don't.
Yeah.
That's the way how
It
I like
is
it.
like, I'm sure that's probably like, if that's the biggest piece of content he's ever done too, just the comments in general is probably like more shit than he's ever experienced. So sometimes that can be overwhelming. Sometimes you
For
just got to
sure.
check out for a little bit, man. Just check out.
Just keep going, man. Don't even worry about it. Pay no mind.
That's a dope TikTok, bro. A lot of people are super jealous. People want to give views like that. That's incredible, man. Good for you. Mariana says, "Hey guys, pumped for Star Wars 2023. How do you guys think Mando season 2 will handle Kara's absence? Do you think Gina's firing could tank the view numbers?" That's a good question. You want to go first?
How do you think Mando season 3 will handle Kara's absence? Do you think Gina's firing could tank the view numbers? I think definitely it's going to impact the view numbers for sure. There were a lot of big Gina fans, including myself. A lot of big Kara fans, including myself. And not seeing her in the show is people are going to be talking about it. And if they ever mention what happened to Cara Dune, bro, best believe a lot of people, including myself, are going to come to Gina's aid and be like, you guys messed up. Because it's just going to draw attention to the fact that, well, we all know what you did.
Yeah, like if they're like, "Whoa, that Republic base where we lost Cara Dune" or something, it's like, no.
No. You best believe everyone's going to be making videos and tweets about it, being like, you.
I know, right?
It's going to blow up in their face. They're not going to like it.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not going to be a good thing. I do wonder how much it'll actually impact the view numbers. I think there's actually a lot of things that could impact the Mando 3 view numbers. I mean, Star Wars in general has just been so weird with its content and the way that it also handles stuff on social media. That Twitter account thing has not been good for them. I don't know what planet they're on where they think they're doing the right thing with, probably putting a 19-year-old TikToker in charge of their social media or whatever. But yeah, there could be several things that impact the Mando 3 viewership numbers. But if the shit slaps, if it's absolutely incredible, then the show will persevere. I'd like to believe that like John and some of the other people involved that I don't think actually were supportive of Disney firing her could maybe figure out a way to handle it tactfully. But I don't know what the answer is to that. Like you kind of have to hold the company line on that, even though you probably personally feel like the company made a really stupid decision. It's just not good to be out there and like talking bad on them or even like alluding to that. So I'm really curious as to how they handle it. They have never really mentioned it, right? They don't really talk about it at all.
No. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think anything will really tank any view numbers for Star Wars. Unless we get another Last Jedi situation where you really disrespect the story, where everybody who's there for Star Wars will, what we did with Solo. A lot of people didn't. I mean, I went and saw it twice. I liked Solo. Did I see it twice? I saw it once in theaters, and then I saw it once again at home or something like that. I know I saw the movie twice, but anyways, my problem wasn't Solo, but I can see a lot of people didn't go and see the film not because it was shit, but because of what they did with The Last Jedi. So I feel like fans will get butthurt at something like that, and they will show that butthurtedness with their wallet, with the power of their wallet in the next project that they release, that Disney releases.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that some people think that's what happened to Andor. Some people think that like it was Kenobi that sort of led to the Andor viewership numbers. So
no, I don't think so.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't think so. Because at least Kenobi had some really cool moments. But overall, it was, in my opinion, didn't really do justice to what we thought it would, or the story or the characters. But at the end of the day, it wasn't as jarring as The Last Jedi was. It wasn't as fandom ripping as The Last Jedi was.
That's fair. I just think it was so incompetently made that like me personally, like I was really affected by it in a very negative way. But the finale was like Kenobi. So like the finale was like serviceable, and it had like, it was like good enough to make me like not hate the show completely and think it's like total trash. But it definitely put a bad taste in my mouth. And then, I just didn't like Andor. So I tried though. I gave it a shot,
Yeah, I know. There were moments that I was like, okay, this is really cool because we have, Hayden and Ewan back. And then it's just the way they were puppeteering them. I'm like, Deborah, really, you don't know what you're doing when it comes to Star Wars. You have no idea.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Dave's going to do so much of a better job with Hayden, man. I think he's going to shine.
Yeah. If I hear someone call Rey Master Skywalker in the movies, I'm walking out. Then again, I probably won't even watch them anyways. Yeah, fair enough.
I was joking about this morning, but I actually do think the theater experience of watching this new sequel trilogy movie could be amazing because I think audiences are going to go into that thing ready to be mad, ready to hate it, throw popcorn at the screen. Like it might be fucking wild,
No,
bro.
don't do any of that, chat. Don't do any of that.
I'm just telling you, it could happen.
Just go to Twitter.
I
Don't
hear
do any of
you.
that.
I hear you, but like, what if that's the story? Like, can you imagine how does Lucasfilm PR like try to handle a situation like that where there are videos of people in theaters moaning, groaning, throwing popcorn at the screen, freaking out? Like, bro, that's like apocalyptic level bad
No, yeah,
PR.
but that just makes Star Wars fans look bad, dude. Like there was that one where the Rey Skywalker thing happened, and there was like that girl who was like losing her absolute like her mind, dude, and she was just screaming, bro. I don't care what is going on. If someone is screaming like that in a movie, I'm gonna stand up and say, "Shut the fuck up! You are
You're gonna be
ruining the
yelling.
experience."
You're
for me."
gonna be yelling that at me because I'm this close when we watch that movie. I'm gonna freak the fuck out, dude. I swear. I
Bro,
swear.
this is exactly why I built a goddamn movie theater in my basement because
I
I
know.
can't go to movies anymore.
No, actually, the
I
movie
can't.
theater going experience sucks balls lately,
It's
bro. Like,
horrible.
it's horrible, and you don't even need the movie to be terrible. People in good movies, people act a fool. So it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't like going to the
People on
movies
their
with crowds anymore.
phones, they're
Oh my god, it's
talking,
awful.
they're laughing at the weird moments. Like
It's stupid.
I can't do it anymore. I always get into fights. I just don't do it. No,
Yeah, I hate it.
I gave up.
Dude, I hate it. It's so bad. But I think that this movie might be primed to actually be like a hilarious experience to try to witness. Because even Rise, like, I don't know how your viewing experiences were for Rise, but I had a one where people were literally laughing at the movie. And like when the Raylo kiss happened, they literally like laughed, like in my theater, like laughing at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was like, it was weird, bro. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what we get.
Yeah. What's up, Chris? First live Nerd Theory listening at the gym. Got my Order 66 gear. Theory, love you guys. Thank you, man. Can't wait for another year watching you guys.
Thanks, man.
Can't
Get
wait
that
for
pump.
another year of being watched.
Pause.
Yeah.
Hey, Theory. What's up? Today's my birthday, and I'm thinking about treating
Yeah.
myself to a Saber. You've been talking about your new Saber company a lot. Any updates on when it'll be launching? Much
Actually,
love.
we're hoping it would be launching in January. We're just working on the website. We're working on some things. Mark sent me this earlier today, and you sent me a question. You said, "Are we selling location? Are we going U.S. continental only or international?" I said, "International, baby. We're going all over the world. People want to buy our
Nice.
sabers from everywhere, not just the U.S." Are we putting taxes into it per state or country if international, and then shipping? Do we have a flat fee, or is it included in the price? So we're talking about different things. There's a lot of fine details when it comes to making a website, and you want it to look nice and crisp, right? So you don't want it to just be like a landing page and send us your visa. Like, no.
Right. Yeah.
So we're figuring all that stuff out, but the sabers are ready. They're ready to go. I mean,
Sick, dude.
I could literally just say, hey, just send me this amount, and then ship it to you guys. But we want it to be a little bit more professional than that. So
Yeah. You want
because
the
we want
UI
this to be
experience to be pleasant, like the
we
whole
want this to
thing.
be a massive company. So we're starting right from the beginning.
Hell yeah. Josh just tweeted at you a sick proto saber designed by AI. Have a look. The AI did the proto saber and power pack justice. You in theory will dig. All right, let me see. He just tweeted at me. I don't see it. You sure you tweeted at me, bro? Like you messaged me or you tagged me? I don't see it, dude. Yeah, you're gonna have to tag me again. Chat, what's going on with this football player that collapsed in the Bills game? I'm seeing that all over Twitter. Like, what happened? Dude just collapsed? I don't see it, brother. You're gonna have to tag me again. Tweet it at you. Yeah, I don't see it, dude. I just looked at all my notifications. Try it again. So this guy broke his ribs. I don't know about that. They were like, it seems like it's a little worse than that. Caused by heart failure? Oh my God, really? Sounds horrible. Yeah, he just like stood up and fell down. Yikes. Hope he's all right. He was non-responsive after CPR? Well, holy shit, dude. What's going on in the world? I still don't see this the tag, my guy. CPR for 9 minutes? Wow, this is crazy. Seems really bad.
The Dark Lord Revan. LS Night Sisters. Day Sisters. Ooh. Fighter of the Night Sisters. Ooh. Champions of the Sun. Masters of karate and friendship for everyone. Very
What
cool.
if they were called the Light Sisters? I don't know.
The Day Sisters. The Midday Tea Sisters. The Evening Sisters. Why is it sisters? Why not brothers? It's sexist. Well, there are night brothers too. Huh. What about the night non-binary?
There you go. That's Omega.
Come on,
Happy New Year's, boys. Ahsoka leaks sound dope. Looking forward to all that's coming this year with you fellas and the community. Thank you, man. I think it's gonna be fun, man. I'm way more optimistic this year.
Yeah, I think this year will be a nice year for Star Wars. Probably the best year for Star Wars.
Yep.
Hopefully. Best thing about Bad Batch will be seeing the cool MF Hauser. Yeah, dude, I wonder where Hauser's at. What's he doing?
Happy New Year to you both. Theory, did you get a chance to check out any of the articles I mentioned last night? If so, do you have any thoughts? What articles?
Last night? Like on the gaming channel?
Streaming? Yeah, were you streaming last night?
I don't know. I can't even remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. So no. Wait, yeah. What did you send again? You said something about. Fuck. I remember there was something you said. I was like. Just remind me. Have a perfect year for Star Wars, or save the top G from the Matrix if innocent. I think we all know the answer to that. I mean, we all know the answer.
Perfect year for Star Wars.
Really?
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, look, of course, if he's innocent, then he's innocent. But I don't give a fuck, bro. Give me the perfect year of Star Wars. I'm greedy. I'm selfish.
Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They betray you.
With the movie announcement angle, maybe they are waiting to see how Ahsoka and Mando are taken.
Maybe. They've got to announce it. I mean, eventually they're going to have to rip the Band-Aid off, though. And they're going to have to tell everybody. They're going to have to look the audience dead ass in the face and say, you know, we took a long time away, and now we're coming back to the sequel era. Like, that is going to have to happen. So regardless, however you feel about it, that's going to have to happen. So,
yeah. What if they just never say that and they're just like,
just go see the new Star Wars. You'll find out what it's about in the theater. And then Rose Tico comes out and oh shit, dude. Oh boy.
Please.
Also, guys, some fans I know are not happy of Rosario playing Ahsoka because the news broke of her casting and that Ashley Eckstein found out via social media. Could that have been handled better? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, definitely, dude. I mean, Disney and Lucasfilm, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's hard to run an incredibly large company, but yeah, you would think they would have a little tact. But the truth is, Dave's taking care of her. I mean, she got more voice work. They did Tales and everything. Like, they both create Ahsoka in different ways. So, yeah, I think Ashley's still doing all right. You know,
she's doing great, dude. She's doing just fine.
She's got a clothing company.
She has her clothing company. She, brings in millions and millions every year, I assume. Financially, she's doing fine, I assume, but it can be none of that matters when your heart is in a character that you created and you wish to be able to portray them in live action. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for the story. She'll always be animated Ahsoka, forever.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Josh looking extra fine on stream tonight. Oh, thanks, babe.
Do we want to see Palps again? What show are you looking forward to? New Year's? Best Christmas gift you got? Love to jump on one day. Yes, we want to see Palps again in a prequel, or like a before the Phantom Menace.
Young Palps, creepy little like murder kid from a horror movie, like weird vibes. That'd be awesome.
Weirdo.
Yep.
What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Ahsoka and Mando.
Same.
Best Christmas gift I got was this manga dimension Vegeta.
That shit's hype.
Yeah, and a 90s time capsule box. Just made me
Nice.
cry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Didn't expect that.
I don't know what my best Christmas gift was. I liked the Warhammer stuff I got. So maybe that.
Thrawn's a Lich King made it sound like he controlled them, so I forgot about Balin. And if they're not ugly shuffling, maybe this can work. Unsure.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like the idea of like the Lich King thing, that was just something I think Jason said in a stream where he's like, yeah, Thrawn will be presented as this like Night King in space or Lich King idea. There's just going to be this mystique to him and this mystery, and like he's in charge of this whole big thing for whatever reason. And yeah, it maybe makes it seem like he could be dabbling in the magic, but with Balin and the Night Sisters there, probably not. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of intriguing. That language is weird, and I don't exactly know what it means.
I'm broke AF because of these interest rate hikes, but want to contribute to Vader episode 2. Hype for that. May the force be with you guys. Looking forward to talk Bad Batch 2 with y'all. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Just, watch the videos when you can and have some fun and drop in. You don't always have to donate, but I do appreciate it. And of course, on Nerd Theory, they get split with me and Josh. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I think too, the Fed will pivot by the end of this year. I think and interest rates will start going back down, but not financial advice. Glitch Lord says, really wish you jump back on SWOTOR theory. Been with you since the beginning. First soup.
Yeah, I'd like to jump back on it too. Every time I open it on the computer, it crashes because it's just like an old game. So I don't know what the issue is, but if I stream it through StreamYards, it's fine. There's no issue. So I might just do that from now on. Just doesn't look as good. What's up, Handuke? Hey, fellas. Always a good time listening to your discussions. Excited for Bad Batch Watch Party Wednesday morning. It's always a great way to start the day. Love you boys and all you do. Like always, keep up the great work, big dogs. Thank you, big man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we'll catch you in the stream. You're going to be at the stream, right, Handuke?
Mariana says, last super chat, I promise. What horror stories / rumors did you hear, Josh, regarding Skeleton Crew? I can't say. Unfortunately, because of I wish I could say more. I can't say anything about it. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll come out in the press.
Do you think the clones are disregarding Order 66 because of the overuse of Django's gene? It's possible that some of them might, like, his brain is not really working as well anymore, you think? Or I think there's going to be something else to it. Like, maybe some of the clones are just not as obedient as others. Or some of the chips malfunctioned, or perhaps some of them are just kind of autonomous.
Yeah, or maybe like it only works for a little while. Because if you think about it, Order 66 was probably the only order that really tried to pass their free will. And maybe it's just the brain adapted over time and they just kind of grew out of it. And maybe that's why they're phasing the clones out.
Mrs. Zach says, perhaps I walked into that.
Good one. You got him.
That's
The
a boy.
boys, how's it going? I'm just chilling here editing a video. Almost missed Nerd Theory. I'm here now. Let's go. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Glad you're editing and vibing with us.
Yo, Happy New Year. My birthday was December 31st, and I got my PS5. It's the Gears God of War edition. So pumped. That's cool, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah. I still got to finish God of War. I put it on the hardest difficulty, so I've been having a hard time. It's been taking forever, and I don't really stream much that game. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty.
How is that duty going, man?
It's so fun.
It's fun for sure.
There's not the best one.
There's a lot of glitches in this game, dude. Yeah, I hope they fix it up. Hey, Theory, big fan. Just want to say Happy New Year. Can't wait for all the great content this year.
Thanks, Zane and Leah. Nice of you.
Josh versus Evil Dead. Nah, man, I don't like scary movies. Even though I like when the genre gets blended. So like I like Multiverse of Madness because it like blends horror and superhero stuff, but I can't do like straight horror unless the filmmaker is like a masterpiece or a master. So like The Shining, I watch. I like Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's film. I watch it. I like even the first what was the one where the zombies are like really fast and they sprint and it's in England, I think.
I Am Legend.
No, but that's in that one too.
Shaun
No,
of
this
the
was
Dead.
like the Danny Boyle movie. It's
Okay.
not third. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, some of that stuff I like.
What's up, Tyler? Yeah, Games of Thrones is good, except for the final season.
True. Now, have you watched House of the Dragon yet?
No,
Ah, bro, give it a shot. Give it a chance.
I know. I really want to. I really.
So
I just.
good.
Yeah, it's just. I hate using Crave. It's got to be like the shittiest app I've ever used in my life, and it's like so slow, and the interface is ass, and I just refuse to use it. So I just it's like the only way I
Wow.
can watch HBO stuff
That sucks, bro.
in Canada. Yeah.
Wow. Chilling in the basement says hello there. Here's a wee bit of monetary love for my two favorite content creators. Keep up all the great work, guys. Theory Avengers, Nerd Avengers for life. Appreciate you chilling.
Thanks, chillin'.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Happy 2023, boys. I watch every week, but haven't said hi in a minute. So here's the monies. Go Pens.
Go
thanks,
Pens,
Corey.
indeed. Yo, go Steelers. The Steelers have an outside chance to make the playoffs. Let's go.
What's up, Alex? Hey, Theory. Today's my 19th birthday. Happy birthday. I'm thinking about getting my first realistic. Oh, did you send this twice?
He sent a different version of it, but yeah, I think he's looking for.
Oh, any advice on specific companies' parts? I'm kind of a newbie. Lol. Happy New Year, guys. Much love. Bro, just wait for mine. Mine's going to have the best soundboard on the planet. It's going to be a nice hilt. It's going to have a ton of preloaded fonts. It's got the smooth swing, so you even go like this. It's super bright, realistic blade. It's gonna be amazing. Amazing.
Sick. Yeah, hold out.
A movie with the origins of Grievous.
Huh?
Yes.
I'd like Grievous. I'd like the origins of Grievous, 100%. It's a cool idea.
If anyone doesn't know the origins on Grievous, I made a video on my channel. You can check it out. I think that was the only collab I ever did. I did it with Lore Master, who used to be Fact Free. And he uploaded a video on my channel, and that was the explanation of Grievous and his backstory. Then I uploaded a video on his channel, and we did that. That was, I think, the only collab I ever did. And it was great. I love his videos.
That's sick, dude.
Besides
Ahsoka, hopefully seeing the Mustafar battle, what else do you think she will see or do in the world between worlds? I think what's described is she's going to see different things that indicate that certain events happen in the galaxy no matter what. One of them is that even if she would have just killed Thrawn or stopped what was going on with Ezra, she still would have been brought to the new beyond, I think, is one of them. So yeah, there's a bunch of different things I think she'll see.
I think she'll see stuff with her leaving the Jedi Order.
I mean, she did leave the Jedi Order, so maybe she'll see some of that stuff.
Scenarios where she didn't leave the Jedi Order is what I'm saying.
I'd love to see if she joined with Maul at the end of Clone Wars when Maul and her were about to team up, like what that would have actually looked like. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. I didn't think of this.
Yeah, that'd be fun, dude, huh?
That'd be wild. Could you imagine seeing Ray Park again?
Yeah, well, I know Anakin would probably whoop their ass anyway. Real talk. But it would be fun to see.
I'm going to fly to LA with my brother for Vader 2. That'd be cool, man.
That'd be super cool.
All the way from Oz.
Oh, he's in Australia?
Yeah.
Australia, mate. Roberto Hardy says, thanks you both for the content. I'm excited for Ahsoka, but really tired of this Skywalker time frame. I hear you. Maybe they'll move past it. I mean, maybe it'll just be Rey Skywalker from now on.
I'd love to see character motivations explored more in the Bad Batch. Individuality has always been the draw for me with Clone War characters. Tech and Echo needed it.
True.
I wonder if we'll see Boba. Batman can't be the greatest detective. Fool didn't even know basic Spanish.
What are you talking about, John?
The Batman 2022.
Oh, are you talking about that's Matt Reeves' Batman doesn't count because that's not really Batman, bro. Come on now. Brady Wells says, make Gary the Stormtrooper canon. Go to
He's still
change
going.
and sign my petition. And
It's been
spam
what,
the
2 years?
emoji. Dude, I mean, you got to admire the commitment.
2 years now.
Did you see the 2022 Disney Plus views? Kenobi didn't even break into the top 10 domestic and international, but Andor did. Whack. I'd have to see that, brother.
That's
I
rigged.
have not.
That's
I haven't.
rigged. There's no way. What?
Well, John, tag me on Twitter with some of that info because maybe.
That's bullshit. I'd be so surprised.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Did you find the article he's talking about?
No, they have 152 million subscribers as of quarter 3, 2022.
Yeah, that's pretty absurd.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. And they're still losing like $1 billion a quarter.
Average revenue per user is $435.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Imagine making like 500 million a month.
Well, but they're losing money. That's what's crazy is they're one of the most successful streaming platforms out there, and they lose like $1 billion a quarter. They lose like $4 billion a year.
What? Oh, probably because of all the projects they're doing.
They just make so many projects that spend so much money on customer acquisition.
It's like Netflix.
Yeah, for sure. But at some point, it has to become profitable. You know what I mean? Like it can't be like that forever.
I'm looking at some of the info here. Crazy. Top 10 shows on Disney Plus, January 2, 2023. Huh. Nothing. Star Wars. Damn.
Yeah, tag me on that shit. I don't know what you're talking about there. From what I understand, Kenobi got massively more views than Andor.
Dude, Ewan even came out with a video saying this was the biggest opening
yeah,
premiere of
on
any
Disney Plus
show.
Yeah.
Like, including The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I don't think Andor would have beat that. But hey, who knows, dude?
Yeah, I just would have to see the evidence. That's all. Cody Moody says, hey, boyos, Thrawn is my favorite Star Wars character ever. I'm so hyped for Lars Mikkelsen to play him. I asked Theory on a stream before his Vader film if Thrawn was in it. That's how bad I want LA Thrawn. Love you guys. Gotta sleep. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, Thrawn is sick, dude. I'm so excited. I saw it on Camper's show today. Oh, Campia. I mean, I'd have to see where he's pulling from, though. You know what I mean? I just without evidence, I'm not gonna just believe that. You know what I mean? Where's Mom at? What you mean, Commander Cook? What you mean? What do you mean?
You ever thought of doing a Halo stream? Yeah, I've done them in the past on the gaming channel. There's more news on Ubisoft open world game.
Really?
Having loose connections to the sequels is fine, so long as the shows have a satisfactory ending instead of going directly into the sequels. My canon will end where the shows end.
There you go. Healthy way of looking at it.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Can't express my gratitude enough for the amazing content you both have provided, especially since the pandemic. Liam Cute AF, please never stop Nerd Theory. Hell yeah, Yeezy. We ain't going nowhere, bruh.
Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere, bruh.
Sending love from Tasmania, Australia. Thank you for everything you do. Theory, where do you see the channel in 10 years? In 10 years. Man. I'll be 42.
Damn.
I will have created a series of fictional novels. Hopefully they're extremely successful, like much like Aragon, or I don't know if I can get on the level of Harry Potter, but hey, who knows? Sky's the limit. And I'd like to be making movies, and I'd really like for Star Wars Theory to be over 10 million subs by then, at least like in the higher 7s or 8s. Vader Episode 2 will obviously be done, and I wouldn't mind if I have a lot of money to make a young Palpatine fan film. I think that'd be cool. Beyond that, I'd like to. Where do I see myself, or where do you see the channel? Oh, the channel. Oh, sorry. Yeah, making cool fan films, making good videos, continuing with the animations. I'd really like to do a lot of high budget, and I'd like to have a full-time team and staff that correlate with each other, releasing really high budget animations every month, whether that's 2D or 3D. I think it'd be really fun to do some sort of like a cross-world fighting sequence. I mean, like Wolverine versus, I don't know, like Ahsoka or Darth Maul or something. I think those would be kind of fun to do, or maybe make them funny or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
for my other channels, I have other ideas, but you asked me for this one.
10 years is a long time. That's
It
wild
is
to
a long
think
time.
about. I don't have a lot of
Where do
money.
you,
Check
where do
my
you want to be
text
in
I've
10
sent.
years with your channel?
It's I don't know. I see it going a couple of interesting ways. I think like much like you, there's a lot of stuff I want to do outside of YouTube, but I
Yeah.
think YouTube is an incredible place to connect with an audience and to just, build, your brand and stuff. So like I would like to like see my comics or maybe like some of my stories become like successful in their own right as IP, but I still see myself streaming. I still see myself making videos, like maybe less, maybe different kinds of videos. But I mean, YouTube has given me so much. I don't think like how like Pewds now just lives in Japan and just makes videos that he wants to. He doesn't really care about views. Like maybe it's something like that where like I'll just make whatever I want to make and I won't care about views at all because like just other avenues of success and still just be able to connect with the people that care about like what I have to say. So like maybe that's part of it, or maybe like the channel is like a full-on network where like I sort of crack the code and can make really clever, fun content that informs about all these cool nerdy things. And then maybe I pass that on to someone else. I don't really know. I think the next 5 years will determine what the 10 years looks like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm looking at Pewd's channel right now. Yeah, he just does vlogs pretty much, eh?
Yeah, he just does what he wants. He doesn't chase views. He just talks about things that he finds interesting. And I know like he works out a lot, like he builds he just chills, bro. You know what I mean? Like he lives in Japan now, and I know he's always loved Japan, and
Mhm.
he doesn't really want for much, so I don't think he's just kind of chilling.
It's cool. Good for him. I mean, he's earned it. I mean, he has
Mhm.
over, let me see his overall views. Oh, yeah. You want to take a guess at his overall views, lifetime views?
50 billion?
No,
No,
28.8 billion.
that's still crazy though. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just interesting because like he was the biggest for so long, and then he went into this path of like he's just kind of very different than Mr. Beast, right? Like because Mr. Beast kind of like he's always like more, 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 and wants to build and build and build. And I think and he's got a team, right? Mr. Beast has an incredible team, but
Mhm.
Pewds like basically just at one point said, "No, that's not really what I want. That's not really what's going to make me happy."
Mhm.
And so he's just doing his thing, It's just different strokes,
He's
different
just by
folks.
himself. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Yep.
Chat, let me ask you guys a question. Where do you want this channel to be in 10 years? Here comes in. Gone.
Delete
Deleted.
it.
Well, that's not
Delete it.
gonna
We want
happen.
Andor season 18.
Keep wishing. I think Disney needs to get back to original concepts. Undead Army, already seen that in the Clone Wars. He's military minded, so use the aspect guerrilla warfare tactics. Thrawn would be at least this. A
A
beast.
beast. Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like even Thrawn, I don't really think uses guerrilla tactics. I mean, if you think about it, the whole reason he comes into the Republic at the time was to assess whether or not they were an enemy or a possible ally. And then he literally serves the Emperor loyally But he really does that so that he has the power and might of the Empire in a way to protect the Chiss. So like Thrawn's never like he thinks grand in scale, Grand Admiral Thrawn. But like I mean, I get some of the trepidation here, but I just really trust that this is like a sort of new cool spin because the other side of that Mandalore is like, do you want him to literally just do Heir to the Empire? Like, do you want him to just do all the things we've already seen Thrawn do? Because I don't. I like the idea of something new. I like the idea of the magic, the undead shit. Like whatever this is, it's at least really new and fresh. And maybe it won't land, but I'm about it.
Skip my first ever super chat. Theory, do you see yourself doing
No,
any more?
he literally read it, brother. It's just that it takes a long time, Glitch Lord.
You'd think with a name like Glitch Lord, he'd understand time.
True. Austin Perry says, in my opinion, Ahsoka shouldn't exist. If you watch the movies, you have no clue Ahsoka ever existed. The Clone Wars series should have felt more like a cartoon Clone Wars series. Why was she even created? Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I love Ahsoka.
I disagree. I disagree, Austin.
I think she's awesome, man. Happy New Year's, bros. What's with the Skeleton Crew drama? I can't say anything other than what's already been reported. If you look it up, there are reports out there of them not treating crew members that well. That's all I'll say.
I don't know what it is, but if you're skeptical, that makes me worried.
I just can't say it. I was promised. Well, I was just told I can't talk about this by someone that I respect, and I'm not going to talk about stuff they don't want me to talk about.
Fair enough.
So that's it. What's your guys' expectation for the Ahsoka show after Kenobi? I'm kind of worried, but still have hope it will be good. We'll watch the replay later. I'm hyped as hell for Ahsoka, man. I frankly think it's going to, like Dave called it, a religious experience, dude.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to church. Like, so you know what I mean? Like,
of everything we're going to get in 23, I think Ahsoka's the thing I'm looking most forward to. My worthy apprentice. Darth Zahn.
Josh, how's the baby with fireworks? We're lucky that she sleeps through everything since she's used to guitars in the old Camaro. I mean, Liam's never really experienced a lot of loud fireworks. He does get super skittish about certain things, and his awareness is certainly growing. But no, he hasn't had to deal with loud fireworks, at least not close. So, like you're talking about New Year's, like there wasn't even really crazy New Year's fireworks where we were at. So, yeah.
Thanks, Dakota. Andrew, Vader Zabrak genetic hybrid is a story where the Hutts found ARC ships to house fugitive rebels into the Outer Rim. Secret agent of Nalhada orchestrates insider trading for Hutts, imperialists funding both sides of war. Vader Zabrak genetic hybrid? You mean basically like Maul being a cyborg? Cyborg Maul.
Cyborg Maul, let's get it. I'm all about that Cyborg Maul, bro. Happy New Year! Longtime fan, love the show. Pumped for Star Wars this coming year. Thoughts on ever getting any live animated Old Republic stuff? Thoughts on DC shakeup? P.S. Take my money. What do you think, man? Old Republic stuff.
I heard DC's getting sued. Well, there was a rumor.
By who?
That Warner's being sued by Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Ben Affleck.
Nah. No way, dude. Where'd you hear that?
I think it was a TikTok.
Yeah, dude. That sounds outlandish, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They've got to make an announcement. James Gunn and Peter Safran are supposed to announce their new plans soon. So we'll just see. Thanks for the nice words, guys. I appreciate it. Never had a video blow up to 1.3 million views. Was a bit overwhelming. Social media is weird, man. Sometimes it can be. Yeah, it can be too much.
Hey, fellas, Theory, you got me so excited for this year, for your content, and for the year in general. Let's go. My resolution is one word: more. I'm excited too. It's going to be a lot of work, though.
Hell yeah. Kayak Mike says, I'm running out of ways to creatively trash talk to my buddies. Please read Ryan Bortz is liquid garbage at fishing, and Kayak Mike is his daddy. Hell yeah, dude.
That sounds great, bro.
Sounds great, dude. Sounds now you're Ryan's daddy.
I launched my new podcast and was worried people were going to go over to my YouTube and leave hate there. And I don't want it failing days after launch. Oh, bro,
It's gonna take time to build, brother.
look, hate comments. People disliking your videos and hate comments actually make your YouTube channel better. YouTube is all about engagement, so it really doesn't matter if someone hates or likes. YouTube just sees it kind of as the same sort of thing. So if something is being disliked exponentially, YouTube is like, whoa, this is a really controversial type of video. As long as it stays in the community guidelines, then in my opinion, then it's all good, and we're gonna keep pushing it out because there are a lot of people talking about it. So you got to think of YouTube kind of like a real estate company with a ton of land, like endless land, and as YouTubers, you are farming that land. So you're able to put a store on that land, and that store can bring in customers, right? And the store can have customers, which are you guys watching, and sponsorships, which would be like advertisers wanting to advertise at that store, let's say, or advertise their product or sell their product. So the more poppin', the more controversial or whatever a video is, the more customers are there at that show or store that you have provided on that piece of land, then YouTube is going to be like, all right, let's bring in more people. Let's recommend this video a little bit more. So don't even worry about it. If anything, have you not seen like controversial channels? Why do you think they're so successful?
Right.
There's a reason.
Yep. Yeah. And it was boring. I was bullied for that opinion. Well, it was boring. So I don't know what to tell you, brother. I was bullied
It
a little
was
bit for
boring.
that opinion too.
It was boring.
You know? So, shit. Got my new hat, and it quickly became my favorite. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Austin.
Where are you at? Is that Disney?
The Harry Potter world.
Nice. Dude, I've never been.
Looks like it.
I want to check it out. Yo, Josh, I've been reading about Secret Wars, and I'm so hyped about it. Do you think we will see the Mind Goblin in either of the Avengers movies? No, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. Seems like you're going to see the Beyonder, though.
You see Melvin made a video on your boy?
On Santa?
Yeah.
He said he was going to do it on Christmas Day. I actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, it came out 8 days ago.
Nice. Maybe I'll check it out.
I haven't watched it yet.
He probably loves Star Wars Santa.
He probably is Star Wars Santa.
Oh, shit. I knew it. Totally agree with about the movie theaters. Avatar opening night was ruined for me because of 3 separate babies. Wouldn't STFU crying. Still, you got to go to avoid the spoilers. Yeah, it sucks, though. Like, I just wish people would, like, fucking not act ridiculous. It's tough, man.
I love you guys. Thank you for everything you do for the Star Wars fans. By the way, I was watching a behind-the-scenes documentary on Empire, and George pronounced Hoth. Yeah, he also pronounced Dooku Daku and Geonosis. What was it? Geonosis.
Really?
And then he goes back to like the same. Then he goes back to like saying it more properly. So he literally pronounces Dooku as Doku.
That's
Doku.
weird.
Count Doku.
I've seen like Feige though in like the same freaking presentation call it Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi, like literally in the same shit.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at the end of the day. There was a post that Mark Hamill made regarding the pronunciation of what is it, AT-ATs or AT-ATs or something like that. And he said when he asked George something about this, how to pronounce something in Star Wars that was sort of controversial. George said, well, there's a lot of different species in Star Wars, so some people pronounce things differently. So either way is fine.
That's the Falcon argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sup, guys? I'm looking for a Return of the Jedi Luke lightsaber replica NeoPixel. Any tips where to buy theory? Maybe worth waiting for your shop. Keep it up,
You can
guys.
wait for my shop, but I don't have a Return of the Jedi Luke lightsaber replica. Because first of all, it's too expensive to make for me right now. But also, yeah, we're trying to do our own thing. At the moment, we may do that later in the future. I'm not sure. It could be a inspired version. But Corbin has some fine ones. I did some reviews on their stuff way before. In fact, well, actually, I don't know if I can say that, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, check it out.
How Disney lost 120 billion because of woke content. What's that about?
Right. So apparently there's an article. I didn't look it up yet. I didn't even see it. Let's see if I can find it now. Disney lost 120 billion. Where is it? He was saying there's an article that said Disney lost 120 B because of woke content. I don't see it here though. In the news.
120 B is a lot of cheddar.
It's a lot of. It's a lot of B.
It's a lot of B's.
It's in your DMs at the Den of Nerds Twitter.
All right, but I just looked, brother. I'm telling you, I looked. I didn't see it, dude.
Javier Mendez. Thank you, man. Thrawn is the Nightman. Changed my mind.
Yeah, same. Where you see them put Dash Rendar in canon, it would not be contrived. Mandoverse. He would be around in Andor season 2 times. As Shadow of the Empire was way too good to be completely forgotten. Yeah, and his freaking thing called the Outrider, his ship is amazing.
Just had the most crazy date ever. It's currently 2:21 here. What? The chick came back to the hotel with me and mistook me for the guy from her past? 1 hour of convo. We ended up like Luke Soka. She gone now. Happy New Year.
Sounds like incredible evening.
Sounds riveting.
Yeah, man. Good for you. Think they'll ever do live action Plagueis? If they're gonna do it in Acolyte. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it, man.
What's up, boys? Who wins Black Croissant or Wrecker? Black Croissant.
Black Croissant for sure, bro.
Yeah, Black Croissant, man. You kidding me?
Get him.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. Bad Batch season 2 is in like 2 days. It's freaking, dude. It's tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. Let's freaking go.
Get real.
Yeah. What? Would you both rather have all 6 original movies literally remade in today's technology? No. Or complete creative control now until you die? That's a weird one, bro. That's just a weird
All
thing.
6 original movies literally made in today's technology.
I don't want that. They're
perfect. I'd want complete creative control.
Yeah, I want creative control and to not do that.
No, but it's a trick question because that means they're gonna kill you. So no, nothing. Neither. I walk away. Boom.
Boom.
You guys seen Terminator 3 or RoboCop? That's what I imagine the clones are going through, struggling to override the chip constantly in their mind.
That's a good thought. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Dom. Video game Star Wars Episode 3 is what needs a remaster. There's actually a fan-made fighting game that just...
Yeah, weren't we like talking about that a couple weeks ago?
A while ago, and there was like a trailer that came out a few days ago.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought that was an older game.
Jordan, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Don't want to bring the vibe down, but in case you haven't heard, Uche passed this weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
Dude, apparently it's a heart thing too, and he was really young. He's like 38 or something, right? Don't have all the full details, but yeah, he passed. It's tragic, man. Yeah, it's tragic. I mean, this whole day is weird because the things going on right now with this football player, I don't know if you've seen any of this theory, but this guy like collapsed on the field and they canceled the game because now he's like going to the hospital. And, you know, obviously like what happened with Jeremy Renner and Uchi is no longer with us. It's been a weird couple of days.
What the hell?
Yeah, man.
That's horrible. That's so hard to believe. He was so alive, bro. He was so like energetic and alive and like funny.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
We would play Mario Kart together, and he was like,
"Yeah, it's crazy." I can't imagine what I didn't really have any experience with him, but I can't imagine how some of the people that were close to him were feeling. I know he was, you know, like friends with Jeremy and Jay and some of those guys, and
Oh, I'm texting Jeremy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, chat, can we get a few minutes of silence here? I'm just I'm just texting Jeremy and Jay right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is we used to, like. What the hell? Dude, he was so funny. He was such a
Yeah.
funny guy whenever we would play. He was so hilarious.
He always, every time I ever saw him, he always had great energy. I know he's always tried to be peaceful with people, especially when different opinions and things came up. I know he was a big person in the Zack Snyder Cut fandom. Obviously an incredible athlete, NFL player. So yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like he was young, man. Wasn't he 38 or something?
Yeah, he was young. He was like a little older than me. Or he made those gameplays like alive, man. Like those were like some of the big reasons I would go because he was just so funny, dude. Like he's just such a positive dude, you know. And he was very passionate about everything.
Yeah.
I'm very sad to hear this.
Yeah.
I wish his family oh fuck, man, that's just very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 38.
Yeah, I don't know what I can. Jay and Jeremy are telling me some stuff right now, but I can't really. I don't know what I can really say about it. But
Yeah, you probably can't say much.
sorry, chat, for my silence here. I'm just shocked.
It's pretty fucking shocking, dude.
Someone says Ken Block died. Was reported 30. Who's Ken Block? It was a snowmobile accident.
Yeah, he died too. Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's a rough way to start the year, though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know him as close as Jeremy and Jay did, but I mean, it was still like yeah, all my interactions with him was he was so funny and happy and just a nice guy and like gave me a lot of laughs.
Yeah. Do you know about what's going on with this football player right now, or no? This guy?
Jeremy just literally texted me that right now.
Yeah, it's
reading it.
fucking crazy, dude.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's probably some things that people are thinking, but we got to wait to get the facts, figure out what's going on.
Well, I wish his family a peaceful time of mourning, and my experience with Uche was he was very happy, pleasant, fun guy, and I'm very shocked and very sad to see this has actually happened. Yeah, both Jeremy and Jay are both saying that they're in disbelief, like they're shocked. Yeah, Jay's saying my heart is broken.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. Well, we love you, Uche. We hope wherever you are, you're in a better place and You're having a good time, man. You know, we'll play Mario Kart again one day, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Let's move on.
All right. Would you like a Darth Bane film / series or Darth Plagueis film / series in animated or live action? I would personally do Bane. I think he's more interesting. Live action.
Yo, Theory, whenever you do the Vader premiere, save me a seat, bro. I'll fly to New York or LA, no problem. Just need one seat, please. Thanks, pal. Sure, yeah, I'll no worries, man. Yeah. It's definitely going to be in. I'm changing it up. I think it's definitely going to be in LA. I think LA is a good one because the weather's always good, depending when we release
That's
it.
true.
So we don't have to kind of dance around the weather or the release. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be waiting outside, so my connections in LA are a lot better than the ones I have in New York. So
Fair.
So for the movie theaters we can get some really some nice big posh ones. Who's Gary the Stormtrooper? Don't even worry about it.
I don't even know.
We both want to kiss both of you. All right.
Thanks, baby bug.
Thanks, baby bug.
Second, Suppa forgot to type something in the first one. LOL. But thank you both for everything. Glad to have you two guys in my life. Theory that Death Star panel sweater is awesome. God bless you.
What?
I have no idea. That was a
Star
tough one.
panel sweater. How's this a Death Star panel sweater? It's just a cozy sweater I've had for a few years.
Nah, man, it's Death Star.
Fair enough. Your Texas accent is top notch. Keep it up. When did I do a Texas accent?
I don't know if you did, dude. I don't think you did. I think you did on Australian. And Brady was like, let's go.
You've heard of Luke. So good. Now get ready for Mr. Satan in his own reflection.
Hey, that sounds hot, dude.
Pretty good.
One thing we should give Disney credit for is they've consistently respected Vader's powers and always made him look terrifying and badass. Yeah, that's true, except for when he just stared through the fire at his master getting picked up by that lady.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. What's up, boys? Blinking and drinking tonight, but still seeing 20 for 20. I had to catch the New Year's stream, waiting for my boy Theory to get sturdy and take the sweater off. Let's get hyped. Okay, y'all know if you want that to happen, it's on the gaming channel. Whenever I stream Call of Duty, things can get wild there, right? And you just got to send in the super chats.
Oh, shit.
You want the sweater off? It's going to cost you money.
It's going to cost you big bucks.
Hey, bro, how else do you want me to pay for Vader Episode 2, okay?
I know, right? Kenobi Trials of the Master trailer on YouTube. It's a remastered version of Kenobi that's coming soon. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll check it out.
I'm off for tonight. Y'all are dope. Keep...
Thanks, Miss Sack.
Thanks, Miss Sack. What's up, gents? Happy New Year. Thanks for all you guys do, giving us content every week. I believe I can speak for everyone here that you both make our lives a little bit better every Monday. Looking forward to more awesome content. Thank you, Cal Reese.
Sick, man. Thank you very much. That's very sweet.
Looking forward to giving you a lot more content, too. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, you guys pumped for it? Day one buy for me, and I hope Star Wars gets a similar game someday. Just imagine. Yeah, the game looks incredible.
It does, yeah. I think
it looks incredible.
Game is going to be like that.
Yeah, it looks incredible. It's incredible. Thoughts and prayers to Damar Hamlin. Yeah, it's so crazy. They suspended the whole game, dude. They're not going to play this NFL game tonight. Like,
he passed on the field?
Dude, it's really bizarre. He gets hit, he stands there for a second, and then just collapses. And apparently they had to give him, he's not breathing on his own. So they had to give him CPR for like 9 minutes on the field. They give him CPR the whole way to the hospital. Now they've got tubes in him. He's still not breathing on his own. Nobody knows what happened. But it looked horrifying. So hopefully he's okay, but like that is some scary shit. Beard coming back theory? Well, Star Wars Mansplained is gearing up for a comeback. Everyone be ready. Oh, right on, man. Right on.
Oh, mansplained.
Putting it in the link in chat for Disney Plus views. Don't have Twitter anymore. All right, maybe hit me up on Discord, brother. Hit me in the Discord.
Rest in peace, Ken Block. Just heard the news, and I'm devastated. A rally legend.
Yeah,
Dude, what? Why?
he died in a snowmobiling accident. I don't know, bro. Whatever was like, whatever weird stuff is in the air, or like whatever this, like 2023 is off to a really rocky start. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least they did the right thing and canceled the game.
Think we'll see Zeb and Ahsoka, maybe CGI or suit. Oh, Zeb would be fun.
I think so. Yeah. Yo, would have been more canon breaking to y'all, The Last Jedi or Reva actually badly kicking Vader to the point where his suit breaks in the finale. Oh, I mean, come on, dude. Of course it's gonna be that Vader shit, bro. That's the one thing they did right, was have him just itch base slap her into the next millennia. That was dope.
I agree with Lisa. Bald male looking good tonight.
Oh shit. I'm a little confused on exactly when the timeline is for Ahsoka. Is it right after Rebels or the same timeline as Mandalorian? It's the same timeline as Mandalorian, but I think you're going to get some flashbacks, maybe via World Between Worlds. But I actually think, strangely, the scene where she goes to pick up Sabine might happen after the World Between Worlds stuff. But I'm not sure. Like, meaning
Possible,
her
yeah.
own experience. Yeah, because I feel like those white robes might have something to do with it, and we don't see her in those white robes in Mando. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Top looking extra cozy. It is cozy. I love this top. We just found out I might be alpha testing the new Ubisoft open world Star Wars game. Also cannot wait for Jedi Survivor. It's going to be late. Well, you're not anymore.
I know, dude. I was just thinking that you should not have put that chat into this channel.
Should not have.
Because there's somebody getting probably paid minimum wage to watch me in theory right now from Disney, and part of their job is like report shit like that. So
yeah,
you ain't
actually,
alpha testing nothing.
For a fact, I know that there's a bunch of people that are paid to watch every single one of my videos and live streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. You didn't want to believe it at first either.
Yeah,
it's real.
Well, I do now.
It's real. Yeah.
I'm a big Ahsoka fan, but I'm not a fan of live action Ahsoka, and I'm honestly a bit sick of her after her being in so much content since Rebels. I just want to break from her, but Dave has no chill.
Dude, you're Melvin. I could tell. Cool. Hey, that's exactly Melvin's take, bro.
Melvin.
Who you got winning? Mickey Mouse and C-3PO. Dude, Mickey Mouse would beat the shit out of C-3PO.
Yeah, dude.
You seen those South Park episodes?
No.
You never seen it with Mickey Mouse like kicks the shit out of the Jonas Brothers and stuff?
I've not.
It's hilarious, dude. Rockaway Poppy says, wishing peace, love, and prosperity to you both in 2023. Thoughts on Corky Kryze
appearing in Mando season 3.
Who the hell's that?
Related to Sabine.
Like her sister?
Sorry, not Sabine.
The other Kyrell.
Related to Bo-Katan, and why am I forgetting her name?
Satine.
There
you go. Satine.
Always hope the Obi Satine's theory was true. What theory?
That they banged and then that was Ray or something, or Ray's grandmother. What's goody, my dudes? Been a fan of both your work for almost a year now and appreciate your nerdiness. Who's the wisest out of Yoda, Sidious, and Thrawn? I'd say Yoda, dude.
I mean, he's been around longer, but I think Palpatine had access to more shit.
Yeah, it's definitely between Palpatine and Yoda. Thrawn, I wouldn't describe as wise, even though he is wise. He's not wiser than these two. He doesn't know shit about the Force.
Sidious was really into like the holocrons and going into deep lore shit, you know. And I mean, he had Plagueis as a master, and Plagueis was literally an encyclopedia. So it's, I don't know. But then again, Yoda has seen a lot, so it's, you know, not sure. The cool thing about the Sith is that because there weren't so many of them, each master would pass down all of his teachings onto his apprentice. But like with the Jedi, there were so many of them, so it's like some things can be, maybe like over here, this guy knows this, and this guy doesn't know that. He knows something else. But if you just bring all that information to one person, that's what the Sith were like. After the sequel trilogy, I find it impossible to get excited for Star Wars, even after all the Ahsoka rumors. How likely do you think Filoni may alter, not retcon, the events of the sequel trilogy via World Between Worlds? Would love old Luke back. Spam 1 if you want to see old Luke back, everyone.
Yo, Lyle, 0% chance.
0.
Big old goose egg, brother.
I have a bad feeling about this.
They're going to bring Rose Tico into prominence again, bro. How do you think that's going to happen? Isaac says Plo Koon versus Kiadi Mundi. Who wins? Plo Koon, I think.
Probably Plo Koon. Kick his butt.
Yeah, man. Rocking my 66 lid and hoodie. Certified fresh. Also, hashtag free angry ball Josh. Honor your bet from this morning, man. You've got some turtle wax, 2 shine, and a lopsided melon of a head you got there. Hashtag love you 3000. I didn't make no bets this morning, bruh. I did not. I did not hit her. Did you ever have the Axe Man? Dude, the Axe Man's awesome. You never watch the Axe Man?
No.
Oh, dude, he's like a Halo. Well, he does more than that, but he's most known for Halo content. What's something you wish you'd know when you started making content? I just started myself, and with a little tip from the Gouts. Thanks for being you. That's a good question. What do you think?
Something I wish I'd known. Jeez. Wow. It's a really good question.
Yeah, I can't really think of something exact.
To be honest, I just worked really hard and uploaded videos. That was it. Something I wish I had known is nothing. Really?
Yeah, it's funny because like all the little things you learn by doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to. Otherwise, like nobody can just tell you that shit. I think you got to learn it as like a flow and learn what works with the thumb. I'll tell you this. Maybe this helps. The thumbnail is way more important than it should be. Like it's crazy how important the thumbnail is. Like you should probably be spending as much time on your thumbnail as you do on your content in some ways because it is that important. So maybe that, I guess.
I kind of always knew that.
I didn't for a long time. I did not, but
yeah. No, I really can't say anything. I just made content and uploaded it, and that was it. There are things I know that matter versus don't, and then some things that don't. But at the end of the day, that just comes down to kind of like a coaching thing. But no, there's nothing. You just kind of learn as you go. I wish TikTok was around when I started. That would have made things definitely a lot easier.
True.
Damn. True. Would have made things way easier. What if Ahsoka show reveals that the sequels are just another possible future in the World Between Worlds? Also, when you can, check IGDMs.
Every indication is that they're not going to do that. They're literally making they're making more sequel trilogy movies. Yeah. Like, I feel like until Disney, I feel like y'all are just in disbelief about that until Disney comes out and says it, which like is going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to retcon that, sadly. I wish they would.
Yeah.
Do you think Disney could realistically incorporate Starkiller into canon? Nope. He's too powerful.
Too strong, man.
Yeah. Just think how that would make Rey look.
Right?
They can't have that.
They cannot.
You detect something when you attempted a Southern Palpatine?
Oh.
Oh, like way back when? Yeah, that was a while ago.
Okay. Right on.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Southern Palpatine would be hard to do. You don't know the power of the dark side.
That's brilliant.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I am the gosh dang Senate.
Well, he wouldn't say that. Much love, Theory and Josh, as always. Can't wait for some Palpatine in this upcoming season of Bad Batch. Would love to see a mini series of Abeloth.
Abeloth would be really cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sin City Sith says, guys, the rumors are interesting, but afraid Ahsoka will be a guest star on her own series, like the bait and switch with Kenobi guest starring in the Reva show. I don't think so, brother. I think you're going to be shocked at how Ahsoka central it all is.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka will be pretty centralized in her own show.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Dave Filoni making it.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Battle Beyond the Stars is better than Rebel Moon. Battle Beyond the Stars. What's that?
I don't even know. But no, because Rebel Moon better. Vandolph's been hating on Rebel Moon lately. He was hating in my chat and shit. Now he's
We don't
like,
even know anything about it yet.
we know a little bit. He pitched it at Star Wars.
Pitched it at Star Wars. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's like Seven Samurai. It's going to be like a take on Seven Samurai and science fiction.
Yeah, see, so this is something I would want to do. Makes like something like Star Wars inspired, like Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon. Star Wars meets Elden Ring meets Harry Potter meets Lord of the Rings meets that's something I want to work on. Bruh, Bane series getting bald Henry Cavill, bro.
I mean, Henry Cavill in general would be sick, but just found out I'm losing my job and literally just moved out. Trying to build a channel. The 9 to 5 life is not it. Thanks for keeping me positive, y'all. Well, dude, like sometimes it takes a tragedy or like some kind of rock bottom situation for you to really pull your shit together. And that's experience that many people have had. It's not hyperbole. So if you recognize the issue, you recognize the bullshit, maybe you can harness some of that anger, like the dark side, and get to work, man, because that's what's going to take is work either way. Much love, Jay. Hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy, Orcaz. It's I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's absurd. So
yeah, I hope he survives.
Hopefully he makes it. Yeah.
Your thoughts on a Star Wars What If series? Homie, I've been doing that since day one. Of course, I'd love to see that. That'd be amazing. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's an event that Ahsoka is trying to change, prevent, causing her to go to the world between worlds? Assuming she knows about Anakin's redemption, I don't think it would prevent his fall. Thanks. Maybe she's trying to prevent Order 66.
It is possible that is what brings her there. I also think, though, that she could be brought there by the cosmic force to learn a greater wisdom, but we'll just have to wait and see. Don't want to watch Rebels. I want season 1 of Rebels. It's so boring. Just a bunch of fetch quests. There's a lot of that in season 1. I think it gets much better, especially like the end of season 2 is just like absolutely incredible to me. But just watch some videos on it, like YouTube recapping it. You don't have to go through it.
Yeah, there are some really cool episodes for sure, but a lot of them, are very like, let's disband from one another, go on a mission, let's all regroup back at the ship. End of episode.
Definitely, there's a lot of that for sure.
If you could pick if you could pick one single Star Wars movie series to direct and produce, what would it be? My Vader fan film. I could have picked any sort of timeline in Star Wars to do, and I picked Vader. My story of Vader. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I would do. I've always wanted to see Star Wars kind of go into a totally new era, unconnected to everything. So maybe something like that.
Hey, chat, I've kind of wondered about this thing for a while. To give back to the community, but also to help fund for Vader Episode 2 is what if I did like a few hours of coaching for your guys' channels? Because I see some of you are commenting like that you're having the same trouble with your channel, this and that we just got a few minutes ago regarding one of the questions. Would you be interested in that? I would love to lend my experience, and I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. There's a lot of things that I could go back and change. It would be editing stuff or worrying about little mistakes I would make here and there. But overall, at the end of the day, the best advice I can give you right now for nothing is just work hard, just make videos. There's really no secret. You just make videos.
Yeah, true.
You make videos for a long enough time, and you make them good. People, and I'm living proof of that. I didn't advertise my channel. I didn't collaborate. There was no TikTok. I started from 0 subscribers, and I blew past everyone in a year and a few months. Got to 1 million subs, and made my fan film that jumped me up to like 250,000 more subs over the course of 3-4 years now, or is it 5 years now? And then so I just kept making videos, and that's it. It's really it. Really nothing that much special.
Theory that Corky is Obi's son. That would make sense if she never got to tell him. They're nearly identical. Don't want that Ray connection, though. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Toxic. Can I have some motivation? Because school is starting for me tomorrow, and I got a bunch of big projects coming up. Also, just got my blacked out Order 66 hoodie. Okay. Think about it like this. The sooner you finish, the sooner you can start what you want in life.
Good way to think of it.
Yeah.
Good way to think of it.
And maybe, while you're in school, you'll have an idea on like an invention or a business idea, or you'll meet the love of your life, or you'll waste all your money and end up dropping out. I don't know. But either way, you're going to figure it out.
Yeah, you got to get to the other side of this journey, man.
Yeah, go through it.
And actually, I just noticed a bunch of bricks behind you, cool kid. So, nope.
You know what's funny? All the bricks behind me this whole time.
Yes. Yeah. Freaking me out, bro.
Yeah.
If Thrawn has a zombie army, then do you think we'll get dismemberment back in live action? Would love to see Ahsoka slice and dice, but it might be too much for Disney. Prayers to those families, by the way. 100% prayers to the families. Maybe, man. I do think Rey should have lost an arm. 100%. If Rey would have lost an arm, I think a lot of people would have went easier on her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get some dismemberment. Yeah, man. A little bit of suffering, What's your guys' favorite noodle? Not that one. The Super is for Vader 2. It's going to be fire. Can't wait for the badass Star Wars content. Will there be merch? Yeah, you got to make some Vader 2 merch specifically.
Oh, definitely there will be merch. There will be exclusive merch for Vader for sure. That'll really help pay for a lot of things. Absolutely. Yeah.
Sick.
Good looking out, Darian. Opinion about Ahsoka maybe being LGBTQ in her show? My opinion is, how is that relevant to her story?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't really see it being relevant. So
I don't care. I do not care. She could be whatever she wants. I do not care. Literally makes no difference to me.
Besides, we all know she's got eyes for Luke anyway, so.
Dude, she could be into Sabine. She could be non-binary. She could be whatever. I do not give a crap. If she's a cool character, she's a cool character, and that's all I am watching the show for. That's it. Don't care about anything else. I'm there for Star Wars.
Disney is twisted because they implement bad characters like Reva and Rey, but instead of accepting legal or legit criticism, they deflect and say all criticism is isms rather than legit issues. Yeah, that does seem to be, and I can't tell. It doesn't, like, I don't know if this is like a company-wide thing or if this is just some people, but that does really appear to be part of the way they deflect. And it's just crazy, man. Like, and I think a lot of people are starting to see through it. So just write good shit.
Just write good shit.
Just write good shit, bro.
Josh, the Iron Man landing is coming in nicely. Theory, can't wait for Vader 2. Will you release a trailer in the new art style? I will, yeah. Hopefully we'll have something for you by the end of 2023 to show. And yeah, we'll go forward.
Yeah. And Elijah, I'll just tell you real quick if you're still watching, because I know you said in your email it was confusing. What I meant was I need a loop like you did without Iron Man coming in, and then I need a shorter clip with the Iron Man coming in and landing for two separate parts of the stream, if that makes sense. So
supposed to be getting a lot of art tomorrow, apparently, for Vader 2. So good. I'll share some with the join members.
Hell yeah, that'll be fun. Ryan says, in Clone Wars Season 2, Episode 13, Obi-Wan says he and Qui-Gon spent a year on Mandalore. This was when Obi-Wan had feelings for Satine. I wonder if Qui-Gon helped him through these feelings like he could have for Anakin. I don't know.
I
Or
think
maybe he encouraged him.
I think Qui-Gon was much more evolved at the point of Phantom Menace when he met Anakin. I think by the time Anakin would have shown feelings and lust for Padme when he was, a late teenager, Qui-Gon would have been ready to give him the proper advice that he required to not turn to the dark side. But everyone else failed him.
Yeah. If you had the option to write episode 10, what would you write about?
Literally, what would I write about? I honestly would have Luke waking up in a cold sweat in his hut, not on Octu, outside of his Jedi temple.
Yeah.
And like having envisioned that bad dream. And then I would restart everything from 7. That's what I would do.
Yeah, it's tough. I might go way into the future. Like I'd probably go
Or-
like way into the future and have like maybe like Rey and Kylo, like maybe Rey just goes off into the unknown regions at one point and nobody knows what the hell happened. And then I'd probably try to push it as far away from the sequels as I could. But if you're gonna do the sequel stuff, I think bringing Ben Solo back is the key. And you could even do a thing where like Rey sacrifices herself to bring Ben back or something weird. But I think you need Ben to make it work.
I think
so.
what would be cool is like, let's say we see some of the events of the sequel trilogy. Everything pans out into darkness and then into light, and it comes out of Luke's pupil, and we see him just having just opened his eyes from a meditation, and he's in a hyperspace, and it's all like quiet and relaxing, and a younger Ben Solo comes up to him and says, "Master Luke, we're about to arrive." I think that'd be cool. We start the
That would
story
be
there. It's like
That'd be
Luke
fun.
sees everything, which was a big power of Anakin, so it would make a lot of sense that he would inherit that. So we could see them arrive to Coruscant, and they would go to the Jedi Temple, perhaps, and I don't know, maybe uncover some relics or whatever it might be. Maybe, Master Luke, what are we doing here? And Luke says, "My father told me about this place. He said there was something that he hid here long ago. Blah blah blah." Who knows? Could have been interesting.
That could be interesting. Faux show. Rickard says, been rewatching Mandalorian during the holidays. How can the episode The Tragedy be so badass and the Book of Boba Fett so mediocre? I understand Rodriguez got the job after Mando episode. It was dope. Yeah, it's weird. The only explanation is that it was rushed. Like, it just had to be rushed, which I don't understand why it would be rushed. There's a lot of questions, but yeah, the drop in quality, I think, just has to be with the fact that it was rushed.
What's up, guys? Theory, I got a shirt from Spring a few weeks ago and accidentally got the wrong size. I emailed Spring twice to swap it out to no avail. Give me the part number. Give me the number, and then I'll have it. I'll reach out, but try to reach out to different departments there. I don't know what their whole return policy. I know they have a return policy, but I don't know how busy they are with the holiday season. So it may take some time to get a response. But if you don't, then shoot me like the info, and then I'll send it over to my source there. The bet was for Ahsoka being good or bad. If bad, he shaves that lumpy potato head of his.
If it's bad, I don't know. I don't know that I'll shave my head, but I'll cry. I'll weep for Star Wars. So I'll even buy the weed whacker and send it to you. You gotta get rid of that unwashed bird nets of a hairstyle you got. First of all, you don't say that.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
And also, no. Do you think there's an underlying threat / villain in Mando this season? Yeah, I think it's Thrawn, dude. And Moff Gideon. Although, Giancarlo Esposito, it's so wild because he said in season 2, he was like, you're gonna see Gideon be awesome and go ham. And I mean, he does for like 2 seconds against Mando. That's it. And now he's like saying all this shit about how like the villain's gonna rise from the ashes, like Moff Gideon's gonna be all badass. I'm just like, Gian, what are you even saying, bro? Like, are you sure? Giancarlo, are you sure?
I enjoy creative writing, and I'd like to send you by idea, but if I did, would you read it, and where would I send it? I would summarize my idea. I'm okay for now, man. Thank you, though.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough to find some time to get into all that stuff. Sorry, awful
I don't
shot.
even have time for my own stuff, bro. So if we do an episode one day where we're going over some fan fictions from viewers, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. That'd be a great time.
True. Ezra versus Kylo. Ezra whoops dad ass if he continues to grow stronger in the Force. Kylo is pretty strong though.
Watching the final 3 episodes of Clone Wars right now. Damn, it's good. But dude, the last 4 episodes are great. Fantastic. If
They bring Ben back,
Ben
people
back,
will complain they're pushing Ray out of the spotlight. But I agree, they can't do the sequels without Adam Driver. Yeah, no, that's just what it is, bro. He is way more interesting than she is. This is where the fun begins. Happy New Year. Thanks, Justin.
This is where the fun begins.
Do you think we'll get to see a post Order 66 Jedi Temple in the Ahsoka show? Love the content, by the way. I've been watching you for years. Yeah, dude, if we go into an Order 66 kind of thing, then I think we could get that. I believe that would be pretty damn riveting to see on screen. But if we don't, then we'll at least see her trying to change a lot of different things, like with Mustafar. If she goes there, maybe just doesn't even fight Anakin, just tries to like talk him down. I think that would be like what would have changed everything. He would have actually been like, okay, what am I doing?
Yeah.
One, I'm in my last 2 quarters of school. I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know where to begin. I got ideas, but I'm having trouble organizing them. Don't worry about organizing. Just make the video. Pick one, make a video.
Press record, bro.
I think something that a lot of people get caught up in is they're trying to make the perfect video that they think will be successful and go viral. Upload every video as if literally nobody is ever going to see it other than you. Literally do not care like how people perceive this. Just upload it. Just make a cool video that you like, put hard work into it. Design it to your creative edge, and that's it. Ahsoka is the most well-developed character in Star Wars. She goes from annoying and unwanted to adored. Yeah.
But it took time, progression.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Also the fact that she's Anakin's battle.
Yeah, 100%. When do you guys suspect we'll see who saved Grogu? Will we ever?
I think we will see that eventually.
Think we'll see it in Bad Batch? Bad Batch season 2?
No, I think that's something we would see in like Ahsoka. In the World Between Worlds.
Ooh, wouldn't that be crazy?
Or we would see in Mando season 3.
But wouldn't that be like just an alternate version if they see it in the World Between Worlds, though?
No, maybe she's looking through like some of the moments and before she alters them.
What was worse? Reva surviving, Palp's second death, Reva surviving again, KK Ryan Johnson, they fly now, Obi-Wan chasing a kid, or the Miss Zach intro.
Reva surviving twice.
Oh, right, yeah.
Reva surviving twice is the most ludicrous, stupid, nonsensical thing Disney has ever done with Star Wars, in my opinion.
It was pretty stupid. But like, dude, I think it's just as stupid that Bale leaves this perfect message for Reva to find to go to Tatooine. It's like, dude, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, the whole thing was ridiculous.
Joby Harold.
Hey guys, love the content from both of you. I live in the UK, so I rarely catch the streams, but thanks for both of you for inspiring me to endorse my passion. Awesome. Yeah, we endorse that.
Endorse away, man. They don't need to add a love life to Ahsoka. I agree, unless it's Luke.
Yeah, I mean, like with the question of like, is this character, what's their sexual preference? Where like, excuse my language, people, but like I really don't care who my characters are fucking. I really
I don't either. It's irrelevant.
Not my business
unless it's a love story or something, right? If it's an action movie and some shit. I mean, look, I think you can do love and relationships, in a cool way. Like you've seen True Lives, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so like that, and like that, it makes a little bit more sense, like the way they utilize his wife in that movie, right? You can make creative choices like that, but like this whole thing of like, oh well, I want to add this element to this character, not because I have an idea on how to use it for a story, or not because it feels like we need something else here, but because I want to check this box or whatever, right? Like, I think that mentality is just a really hollow way to write in general. And regardless of whatever it is, like a political thing or just, you love people named Carol with red hair or some shit. Unless it's coming from an organic storytelling place, probably a bad move.
Yeah, like I'm here for the story. I'm here for Star Wars, and if that is important to the story, then by all means, yeah, sure. Otherwise, I don't care if they're straight or gay or I don't care.
Yeah,
Really don't.
100%. 100%.
Dude, out of anything I want from Star Wars is a series about Starkiller's son, knowing every show is about a kid. Tell me that would be really cool, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Be fun if you had no force powers too.
wait, what is it? What did I see? The Star Wars really needs to address the sexuality of the Bendu. I know that would really
Right.
improve his character arc and the story overall.
I think he might go both ways. He's the one in the middle.
He's the one in the middle.
Mandor Eternal Grogu will bring 1,000 years of peace. Wow. That would be awesome. That'd be
A lot
bold
of
for sure.
Peace. I talk series. I've probably said this before, but want to thank you, Theory, for being a big inspiration for my own channel. Keeping you and keep using the haters as more motivation. The most genuine YouTube I know of. Means a lot. Very nice message, and we both wish you the best with I Talk Studios. If that's your channel.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
Good
Good
luck.
luck out there. Good luck out there.
It's not important when it is forced. There already is plenty of representation, says Sajid. Stop seeing people through their color and your life will improve. Yeah, it's really none of my business, you know?
Yeah.
None of my business.
It's also usually the least interesting thing about a person or a character. Like,
Mhm.
and that's not to say that it doesn't matter. Of course, it matters. It just also happens to be the least. And like, if you look up the etymology of the word identity and you really look at like what that means, it's about what you do. That forms your
Your beliefs,
identity,
your
right?
morals.
So it's like this is some weird bastardized version of that. That's not really what a person is. That's not what a character is either.
No. There's so much more to life than that.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, bros. Can't wait for all the streams and watch parties for everything lined up this year. Here's hoping Disney doesn't fumble in 23.
Don't fumble. Don't fumble.
How many hot dogs?
How many hot
fit in
dogs
your
can you
mouth?
fit in your mouth? Dude,
I don't know.
I don't know, at least one.
Yeah.
So
Will Disney make a movie about droid sexual preference? It's possible.
absolutely, bro.
It's possible, yeah.
Absolutely.
iTalk Studios has almost 90K followers. Good for them. Hey, that's awesome. Really, that's cool.
Whoa, nice. Go you.
Great, man. Keep going. I want to see it 250K by the end of the year.
Yeah. The year just started. You got time.
You got time, baby.
You got time.
Well, chat, that seems to be the end of the Soupy Chats. We're doing a watch party tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. I'm doing a watch party for the Bad Batch. So I hope you're all going to be there, and we'll have a fun time. We're basically starting watch parties from now until the end of April, which is the end of The Mandalorian, and then beyond whatever show they want to throw at us after that. But I know we get a lot of announcements with Celebration UK, which will be cool. Happy New Year's, gentlemen. It's officially 40 years of Return of the Jedi. What's up, Michael?
That is sick.
That is sick.
That is sick.
That's my second favorite Star Wars movie.
It's a good one. Perfect ending.
Yee, perfect ending. Well, we love you guys. Hope you all have a great day. Make sure to subscribe to Josh's YouTube channel at The Den of Nerds and check me out on Spotify. And I will see you all in tomorrow's vid. Theory, would you be willing to do a live read along for the Jedi Survivor book? No, I can't, because that kind of stuff would get you copyrighted. You can read parts of a book and commentate it. And
Yeah,
comment
that's
on
fair.
it, but
Fair.
yeah, no, that would be cool. That'd be fun, but unfortunately, highly suggest the YouTube channel Wedding. Okay,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I know.
All right, guys. See you later. Love you.
And you're sounding like a separatist.